everybody. Welcome to the Bonsai Movie Crew. I'm Eric. You guys want to introduce yourself?
Nope.
Hello, I'm Karen.
Well, that's Joseph.
You're so nervous. You're like,
Week 2 of You Can See Us.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
See this?
I guess we'll jump straight into the news. What do you got, Joseph?
Anything?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do actually.
Anything?
I'm throwing right.
I
into
do.
it.
I do have. I've got a little bit of
Welcome to the
news,
fire,
but
pal.
I actually wrote some stuff down this time.
Oh,
Usually I just snapshot shit. Like I'll see it on the internet. I'm like snapshot, or
screenshot.
yeah, that's what I
the
said.
young kids call it.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
That's what all the kiddos are calling it. Okay, so let's see here. Couple of trailers. There's a trailer out for a show called Hello Tomorrow. I believe this one is. I can't remember if it's on. I never remember shit. I'm always like, oh, I'll remember. I don't have to write this down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll remember. And then I get him like, fuck. But I know what it's about. It's about these people that are like sending people to live on the moon, and it takes place in the 50s, but everything's kind of futuristic 50s.
Yeah.
So like they have floating cars, but they have like floating like old school fucking Cadillacs and shit like that. Like
They lied to us. We don't even have floating cars.
I know.
now.
Well, this is obviously an alternate timeline,
Apparently.
but it looks good. I could probably check it out. I think it's on Apple Plus. I can't remember though. Megan 2 officially announced with 2025 release date already set. They're already confident enough that they're gonna do a sequel, which
I've not been hearing good things
out
of real people.
The Rotten Tomato scores are looking good,
Yeah.
but fuck that. Sometimes I believe they buy critics.
Yeah, I'm talking about like
Oh,
people
yeah.
that I know, like people I talk to, you know, like physically. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
people
well,
see in
I
real
know,
life.
I know. Josh and Jess said that they didn't like it at all.
Yeah,
hardly.
there's been a few people I've talked to.
But
you
I heard
know.
it was kind of like goofy in certain ways, and it's not really all that
I
scary.
don't really put a lot of stock into other people. Like I
don't
gotta watch
either.
it. I gotta watch it.
Like I love Josh and Jess, but we have different tastes in movies.
yeah,
So
yeah,
where they may not like it, I'm like, dude, that movie was awesome. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
yeah.
No, it was just like last week with
Scare package.
Scare
you guys
package.
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Apparently, because all the critics and everybody
Right.
loved it too.
You guys are the crazy
they
ones.
they were paid off.
No.
paid
I
off,
don't
yeah.
buy it.
Yeah,
There
they're
was
paid off.
audience reviews too. You dumb fucks.
Here's another movie. There's another movie trailer out with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford's in this. This, I believe, is a show, and it is on. It's coming to Apple Plus.
Who'd you say was in it?
Jason Segel.
Oh, okay. Like you said, Steven Seagal.
Steven
first.
Seagal.
I was like, what? Wait.
Yeah, especially after you
back
hear the,
up. What'd
especially
you
after you
say?
hear the plot of this, you're like, oh yeah, totally Steven Seagal.
Okay, all right. I'm game.
So apparently
Is it
it's
Harrison
about-
Ford and Steven Seagal. Oh,
Yeah, wait, what?
That's definitely like that's like some
Awesome.
old.
I'm down.
That's like an old school action
I'm
movie right
straight
there.
interested
Like,
in this.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Under Siege 3.
I am down.
With
So this
Indiana
one-
Jones.
Yeah.
Yes, starring Indiana
Yeah,
Jones.
starring Indiana Jones. So this show's about Jason Segel plays essentially a shrink whose wife has passed away, and he's very bored with his job. He's depressed, and he finds out that by giving people the advice that he really wants to give them, he gets more happiness and joy out of that than instead of, and usually it's advice that any other person would normally give them. So like there's this one instance in the trailer where the lady's like talking about like her shitty husband and blah blah blah, and he obviously is irritated by this. He's like, finally he just says, just leave him, obviously he's not going to change. And that kind of sets off this series of events where as a shrink he's giving these people this advice to do things that a shrink normally wouldn't do. So I don't know. I think it looks interesting, and it's from the same people who did Ted Lasso and something else I can't remember, but it looks good.
Okay.
Also, I just happen to be scrolling through YouTube on this one, and IGN dropped this little gem. John Wick director Chad Stahelski,
Zelensky.
yeah, will direct Michael B. Jordan in the Tom Clancy sequel Rainbow Six. Why is it a sequel? There was never a first one, was there?
Not that I can recall.
Yeah, if something like
You're
that.
asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
I've never.
Anyway, I'm just
I mean, I
happy.
know the game.
All I
but-
saw was Michael B. Jordan, Rainbow Six. I was like, yes.
So you were down.
I'm down with this.
Didn't
I'm
even
like-
read it.
and John Wick director. I'm like, yeah, okay.
You
Yeah,
skimmed
could be
it and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm talking about this.
Talking about this shit, so it caught me, So I wanted to talk about this movie, this trailer, and it's called A Lot of Nothing, and it's essentially about, how do I say this without being insensitive or being I don't want to get attacked here. So
He
it's
doesn't want
about
people
a
coming for him.
neighbor, huh? It's about a mixed woman and her black husband.
Yeah.
They live next door to an
Oh, yeah.
supposed
yeah.
a supposed cop who killed an unarmed black man. So they go next door, kidnap this cop, and hold him hostage. And at gunpoint, I'm not really sure why or what the whole motivation is. All I know is it's getting really shitty reviews. And I just got to say, stop doing this. Stop
It
glorifying.
just creates division.
Yeah, stop glorifying and creating division between people because black, white, purple, I don't care, but cops are cops, man, and they're not all that fucking bad. All right? I've got a brother-in-law that is a cop and he is not a bad person. I've met several there is not a single bad cop in our
Every
town.
profession has good and bad, and
Yeah.
they're cops. Cops are just nothing but people, so they're
Yep.
going to be good and bad people. So there are good and bad cops.
Everyone has their flaws.
Yeah. So, and to put a black couple in this to say, and to, man,
It's just
All
creating
this is doing is
segregation.
creating division
yeah.
amongst
Stop
us.
doing it.
And
And from what I've read is that the movie really doesn't really hit any nails on the head. Like apparently it's just a fucking sloppy ass movie. I feel like somebody was like, "Yeah, we could really say something in this," and and it never
Or just
did.
be a
I think it was
money
just
grabber.
it was created with just that vision in mind of creating division, and
Right.
people are kind of starting to see through that. I hope.
Yeah, and I'm tired of it. I think we're all tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in other news, Evan Peters. Oh man, here's another one. Netflix Dahmer criticized by victim's family after Evan Peters Globe win. So what happened was people are all butthurt because he didn't get up there and thank all the victims' families and all that. He's a goddamn actor, dude. He doesn't have to thank anybody but himself. He got up there, he did a job, and he walked the fuck away with a paycheck because that's what he's paid to do. He doesn't have to thank anybody for anything. Now, you could sit back and say if it wasn't for those victims, then, none of this would be, blah, blah, blah. But that's all fine and good. But just leave Evan Peters alone, dude. Like, he didn't do nothing wrong.
I could say I could kind of go with him on it that it being a little insensitive. He knows that those people were real people.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe you could go back and say that, yes, he could have, said something heartfelt about, just something short about the families. But at the same time, he's an actor. He did his job. If you want to fucking point your finger at somebody, point your finger at the director. How about Ryan Murphy?
You know how I felt. I still have not watched that show because of I feel like
It's good. He deserves the win.
Yeah, the glorification of it all. But I do agree. I blame Ryan Murphy more for the direction he took it in. Obviously, I don't blame the actor for the direction that the show went in,
Right.
or the things that he did with the show.
Mm-hmm.
I've discussed that at length, but I think that because of the controversy that came out of that,
Let me put it like this: 10 years ago, do you think anybody would have gave a shit?
I would hope so.
No, they wouldn't have cared.
I would.
They
hope
wouldn't cared
should.
anymore. They'd done movies on Ted Bundy. This isn't the first Dahmer movie.
No. I think that the problem is the way it was portrayed. In every other movie I've seen on Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, the victims were not the serial killer was not portrayed in a way that almost glorified them in some way.
Right. I understand.
It always, all those other documentaries always made the killer to be
They were a monster.
Yeah, they were.
They were the
monster.
monster that they
There
were.
was no human.
I didn't feel any
human
sympathy
nature
for
into it.
Jeffrey Dahmer during that
No,
show.
but I mean, I've seen some of these other kind of like I told you about that TikTok I saw where he's like shirtless and oiled up and or whatever, and there was like all these people that were like, I'm not supposed to be attracted to him, but I am. You know what I mean? So that kind of thing, like Ryan Murphy's trying to make him look sexy, and no, thank you.
That's true. I mean, maybe, I guess, yeah. I don't know. Everybody's got their opinions on it. That's my opinion. I don't think you should hate on him for it. And maybe
I'm just saying
yeah.
the controversy that had already been there. He's not an idiot. He
right.
could have maybe understood that controversy was already there, taken it into consideration, and not been insensitive to that. That's all
I'm wondering
saying.
if he got up there and said as little as possible to try to avoid this.
And
whole
that could
conflict.
be that
Because
could
that's
be.
kind of what it seemed to me. Like
You're damned if
he
you
didn't
do,
say
and damned
much.
if you
He
don't.
only got up there, said a few words, and took his award and walked off stage.
Right. There, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, especially in situations like that where
Yeah.
there's already controversy surrounding it. And I don't know what was going on in his head. Nobody does.
Man,
I'm just saying from my perspective, it could be taken as insensitive. But I'm also not a family member of the victim, you know.
and he may have kept it nice and short and sweet. So the simple fact that he knows there's already that controversy there, so he
Right.
doesn't want to bring more controversy with
Right.
another.
Right. He doesn't want to
incident.
say something
I mean,
wrong.
hell, he won
Yeah.
a fucking
you know.
award for the portrayal. So if you're gonna hate on anybody, hate on the fucking people who nominated him, or hate on the
Yeah,
people who
yeah,
voted
absolu-
for him, or whatever.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like he's just
No,
up there accepting
He's
an award.
accepting the award because he did a damn good job in the portrayal of
He did a damn good job of doing his job.
right.
So
And if you hated the portrayal, hate on Ryan Murphy, which I do. I hate on Ryan Murphy for
I
the
don't like
portrayal.
anything that Ryan Murphy does anyway.
Well, I hate on
Honestly, this is the best constructed thing he's done, is the Dahmer thing. Because, dude, I can't stand American Horror Story anymore.
Yeah,
It's
it's
garbage.
turned into a shit show. The problem I had with New York, I feel like I have to elaborate on that a little bit because I don't want anybody coming for me for that. But you know, I feel like he really portrayed his own community in that because it was about the AIDS epidemic and the gay community. He made the gay community look like they couldn't keep their dicks in their pants and they spread AIDS like it was
Wildfire.
wildfire. He made his own community look terrible in that season.
Yeah.
And that was my biggest problem with it. Now I'm off my soapbox.
All right, can I continue with my news?
Yes, go on, go on.
One more thing. Hold on.
Oh, and by the way,
Oh, by the way. So I don't know if you guys knew or not, but so okay, so this seems really fast, but Scream 6 comes out in March.
Cool.
I'm just like, dude, you're really don't start. It's like they just turned the engine on or the machine on and they're just gonna keep pumping them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't. So
Anyway,
anyway,
I wasn't gonna watch it even if it came out 2 years from now.
I'm totally gonna watch it.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
care.
I know.
I'll watch them all
I
until
think
they
I
stop
stopped
making.
after 3.
You should have.
I think that was the last one I stopped.
Honestly,
at.
they should have stopped making them after 3.
Yeah.
Most of the time they should. Trilogies are about where you stop.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually.
That's like I said. That's when I.
So, I thought it was a little too fast, but one thing that I am excited for is they're bringing back Hayden Panettiere.
Oh, Pan. I don't know.
Fuck.
You probably said it better.
I don't know, maybe. Anyway, her name is Kirby in the movie, which is a great name for a character anyway. But she was supposed to have died in the fourth
I
one.
love the video game. I was good
Kirby,
at it.
not that kind of Kirby.
Oh.
I loved her in the fourth one though. She was the movie. She was essentially Randy.
Oh, okay.
So she knew all the movies and this and that.
I must have seen that one because I've seen every one up until
Yeah,
now.
Scream 4. It was.
So I had
She,
I
had,
must-
she was the girl with the short hair.
Oh yeah. I remember from Heroes, but I don't remember in that for some reason.
Yeah, she was in Heroes also. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a cheerleader.
Yep, she was the cheerleader. Gotta save the cheerleader.
Save the world.
So I just want to go through this list real quick, and if anybody's interested, they can check these movies out. This is a list, a lineup, not of all the movies, but of most of the movies, or some of the movies, I should say, or at least the ones I thought was most interesting. The lineup for the next year of Netflix movies that they'll be dropping. So I'm going to go through these. I'm going to give you the date, the name of the movie, what the movie is and who's in the movie. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible because I don't want to run too long on time. So January 27th is You People. That movie with it's a comedy with Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill, which we've talked about. I think we just talked about this either last week or the week before.
Yeah, I think it was last week.
So that's a comedy. It looks good, actually. I'll probably be watching that one. February 10th, Your Place or Mine. It's a rom-com with Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher where they're best friends, apparently, and they swap houses because he's rich and she's a mom. He swaps to go take care of the daughter of his friend or whatever else. She moves into his place for a while and kind of unwinds. Well, then they find I don't know. You know how that goes. You know, that sort of thing. I'm not going to give too much away. You want to see it. The trailer is out for that movie. March 31st, Murder Mystery 2. If anybody likes the Murder Mystery.
Well, I like the first one. The first one was good.
Yeah.
So this one's got, obviously, it's action comedy. Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston. This one brings in, it's got Mark, if anybody knows who Mark Strong is, I fucking love Mark Strong. He's usually some kind of mob guy or something, you know what I mean? Yeah. But he looks like he's like some kind of agent or something, I don't know. Another movie coming out May 12th, Mother. It's an action with Jennifer Lopez where she's like this sort of operative, I guess, and gives up her child at a younger age, and then later on has to try to find or protect or save her daughter. I don't know. It looks good though. It looks like a good action flick, and it's been a long time since I've seen Jennifer Aniston do anything remotely action. She doesn't really do action very often, which is always weird because I always thought that she would have made a great action star. She's got the build. She's got the fucking.
Yeah, she does have sort of a
athletic
build.
Yeah, she's got that athletic. I mean, she could be a great action star. She just never did. It was weird. She was always stuck to like romantic comedies and shit like that. But so June 16th, and I'm really excited for this one. Extraction 2. It's an action movie with Chris Hemsworth. If anybody's seen that, they know what I'm talking about. It has the I can't remember who directed it, but it's the same guys that did a lot of the action and shit like that for the John Wick movies. It looks fucking fantastic. July 21st, they cloned Tyrone. This movie, I have no idea what it's about. There's a trailer for this one too if you want to check it out, but it like looks really fucking wild. It gets into some like government conspiracy theories and stuff. It's supposed to be like this dark comedy of sorts, and it looks very stylish, but it's got Jamie Foxx and John Boyega in it, and it looks pretty wild. So I'll probably check that one out too. August 11th, another action flick for you here. Heart of Stone with stars Gal Gadot. It looks good, I guess. It looks like one of those sort of spy action thriller type movies, I guess. Something not really too into. August 25th, a movie called Lift. It's an action heist movie. I'm not really too sure.
Man, I was hoping it was like a sequel to that elevator movie.
Oh boy, yeah, no. So hold on a second.
Damn.
Lift. Heist.
Yeah.
I don't have. Okay, I thought I didn't know. This is a heist movie. It's got Kevin Hart, Sam Worthington, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Sorry. So it's a heist movie, I guess, of some kind. And it did say anything about it being a comedy, so it'd be interesting to see Kevin Hart in a not comical role.
I bet he's still comical.
I bet he's still got some comedy chops in it, but not.
Quips.
I don't think that it's going to be like over the top Kevin Hart like you usually get in a movie. So I don't think it's going to be that, which will be good.
I like when they step outside of that comfort zone.
So I just heard about this movie, and it looks actually. I'm not a huge Millie Bobby Brown fan, but I'm actually kind of excited for this one. It's called Damsel. This one comes out October 13th, which is really far away, but it's an action adventure movie where, and let me read the plot synopsis for this for you, because you're gonna be like, dude, that does sound awesome.
Okay.
So it goes like this. God damn it, come here. A dutiful damsel agrees to marry a handsome prince. And this takes place during, medieval times. Marry a handsome prince only to find the royal family has recruited her as a sacrifice to repay an God damn, I cannot fucking talk today. I feel so dry. Sorry, let me get back here. Family has recruited her as a sacrifice to repay an ancient debt. Thrown into a cave with a fire-breathing dragon, she must rely on her wits and will to survive. Tell me that doesn't sound awesome. They throw her in a fucking cave with a dragon, says, here, there's her sacrifice, but she has to survive against the dragon.
At least give her a toothpick.
Well, it shows a picture of her, and she's like holding a sword. So, you may not be. I'm excited. That sounds awesome. I'm like okay with this.
I'm not really big into like the kings and queens and dragons and fantasy.
Oh, I'm
stuff.
down, dude.
The only one I've ever really liked is Willow, and that's because I grew up.
Well,
watching
the
it.
thing is,
I
like
mean-
with dragons and fantasy movies, like you're like okay, if there's like several dragons, you're like all right, whatever. But like if it's like the center point of the movie is about a dragon, yes. Like all right,
I liked Pete's dragon when I was.
When I was a kid, I had I had a fascination of
You did,
dragons.
yeah. You like dragons.
so did I. I like dragons too. I always want to get a big ass dragon tattooed on me, but I never did that because I was like, man, that looks painful.
Drawing the scales and all that.
Yeah, right.
You go over there like, yeah. I
So
wanna
maybe
do
just
that.
a little one instead.
I want to do that. Ouch.
All the scales along your ribs.
Okay, so all right, so I'm checking that one out. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Looks
Go right
badass. There's no trailer.
know
down
how it
front.
is.
I'll watch it with you, Joseph.
See, we'll go together. We'll hold
Yeah,
hands.
yeah.
Popcorn.
Skip to the loo.
Put a hole in the bottom of the popcorn bowl.
No.
You want some popcorn, buddy?
Gross.
Here, I'll
Uh,
stab a pencil through it.
November 17th, A Family Affair. It's a rom-com. I have no idea. I tried to read the synopsis on this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Looks
I'll
like
just tell you, if
garbage,
it's a
but it's got
rom-com, I'm probably not watching it.
same here. But if you give me something to go off of, I'm like, okay, I might check that out. But this, in this case, and this even has Zac Efron in it,
I'm not saying that there hasn't been good ones, just that
right?
I'm not.
Well, this has Nicole Kidman, Zac Efron, and that Joey King girl who was in the Kissing Booth.
Mhm.
So
She's the one with the
it's a-
eyes, right? Is that her?
the what?
The eyes. She got the really pretty eyes.
I have
Is
no
that
idea.
her?
I don't
No.
know.
Rom-coms is about the only thing me and Kendra actually sit down together and watch.
Ugh.
We have different tastes in movies.
I mean,
that we like
I
to
think the
watch
last rom-com I
ourselves.
watched was that one with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock. That was the last one we watched. Was it the something Kingdom or something?
Oh yeah. Is that would you consider that a rom-com? I thought it was an action movie.
That is definitely a rom-com.
Oh.
Well,
It's like
I
a
guess you
rom-
could call
it's
it
like a
action
romance
rom-com.
auction. Yeah, action
I
auction.
yeah, I guess.
a roction.
A
I said
roction.
A roction.
Yeah, there you go.
I think we just made up a whole.
I think we
new,
did. We just made up a whole new subgenre right here.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know what to make of that. It looks stupid. It's about Zac Efron and Nicole Kidman having an affair together, and I'm like, and it's supposed to be funny, I guess. But I'm like, but Zac Efron's like young enough to be her son, That and he looks weird now because I don't know if he had some face work done or something, but
I never thought affairs were funny until I watched that movie that I told you guys about where that guy was getting like body parts sent to him. And I can't remember what it was called now, but I talked about it on like what we've been watching segment one time, and
2 weeks ago, probably.
no, it was a long while
Oh.
back, but this guy was getting body parts sent to him, and somehow everybody ends up having affairs with each other, and like all you do is watch these people's lives implode, and it's immensely entertaining.
is it funny?
Yeah, but not funny, haha. Like it's just immensely entertaining. You're just sitting here going,
Like, oh, you deserve that.
okay. Like I mean, I don't,
It's kind of like a what the fuck kind of thing.
I can't explain it.
No, okay.
I cannot. I mean, it was good though.
All right.
I would tell people to watch it.
All right, so the next one we got here is a movie coming out December 8th called Leave the World Behind. It's a thriller. It's got Julia Roberts, Mahershala Ali, which I fucking love that dude, Ethan Hawke, and someone else I can't remember. I think I have the plot synopsis for this one. Is that it? No. Yeah. Okay. Leave the world behind. A family vacation on Long Island is interrupted by two strangers bearing news of a mysterious blackout. As the threat grows more imminent, both families must decide how best to survive the potential crisis, all while grappling with their own place in the collapsing world. So, this is a pretty stacked cast, and they're all really good actors. I can only imagine that this can't be a bad movie. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what it says. It's a thriller, but it also sounds more like it could be have a lot of those drama elements in it too. So it'll be interesting to check out. I'll check that one out. Especially this is almost a year away. So, and last but not least, the one I'm most excited for comes out December 27th or 22nd. It's a movie called Rebel Moon. Have you guys heard about this movie? It is a Zack Snyder. You know who Zack Snyder is? Zack Snyder movie, and it's essentially his Star Wars. Like it's his I don't know, this is his baby, I guess. This is something he's been really wanting to do. This is an action movie, and I didn't write anything else down about it because I saved it all. Okay, so read you the plot here. It says, when a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy finds itself threatened by the armies of the tyrannical regent Belarius, they dispatch Cora, a young woman with a mysterious past, to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them take a stand. So this is another stat cast. And the reason why I'm excited about this is because whenever Zack Snyder does something, dude, he does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all that's just it. He does such a good job.
All in.
The only thing I can say, I loved I want to see the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League. Well, he gave us that cut. I guess it's on HBO Max.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's 4 hours long.
Yeah.
But it was fucking compared
It
to
was
the
good.
Justice League that you got in theaters. It was so fucking good. It was so good. There was
I
so much Cyborg got more play. It was awesome. You saw a lot more.
I watched that when I had COVID.
It was
was
so
bedridden.
good though, man. It was
Yeah.
so good. And anything else? I mean, come on. He remade Dawn of the Dead,
Yeah.
which is one of the best remakes ever.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So I can't hate on the dude. He's a good fucking director. He knows what he's doing, and I'll watch anything he puts out. All right. So this has Sophia Boutella, which she was the Mummy in the new Mummy movie with Tom Cruise.
I never watched it.
She's been in all kinds of stuff. She was also in The Kingsman. Some of these I'm just gonna go through and tell you the names that I recognize. Okay, so Ed Skrein, you know who that is? He was the
There was a Mummy movie with Tom Cruise.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how forgettable it is.
Yeah.
What?
There's only one Mummy movie.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
it's
like,
Brendan Fraser.
That's
Ray
right.
Fisher's in this, of course, because he was also Cyborg. Charlie Hunnam is in this, if anybody knows who that is. Anthony Hopkins, Carrie L. West or whatever, Corey Stoll, Jenna Malone, Cleopatra Coleman. I don't remember. Can't even pronounce some of these names. Rion Rees. Anyway, a lot of people, and it looks good.
There's a lot of people in
all
this.
we've got right now are a few little snippets. There's not even a trailer for it yet, but if you look up the Netflix lineup for 2023, it'll show you little snippets of you know how Netflix will do it, in this date, on this date, and then in this month, and all these things to come for the year or whatever. They do this every year, and so check that out. And I'm kind of excited for it. So I know that Netflix isn't. They're kind of not doing well with all these other big streaming services coming out and stuff, but they've got a good lineup this year, I'd say. But then again, so do some of the other guys.
I think that's a lot to do with PR, though.
It
A lot
is.
of the stuff that
Yeah.
they've tried to launch and do, and people are like, nah.
Yeah, I think they're doing fine, but they've lost a lot of IPs and things like that. And,
Yeah.
whereas Disney Plus has come out, and I could care less about Disney Plus. It's the
Yes.
only reason I have it is because it comes with my cell phone plan.
Yep, me
So,
too.
I have it because my wife, she's a Disney freak. So
My kids don't even watch it. Kids don't watch it. I watch it. I have it. I mean, the only reason why I'm happy to have it is because of the Marvel stuff
Yes.
and some of the old school cartoons that they
The
bought
Star.
up,
I like the
like
Star
X-Men
Wars
and
all that.
Gargoyles and stuff like that. You know, like
Yeah, I haven't watched anything on it though, other than when
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus, but
Hocus Pocus.
that
yeah.
wasn't my Disney Plus. But I don't think I've ever even opened it since I've had it, like on my TV.
I use
I'll watch
Hulu
it.
more than I use Disney, dude.
I'll
And
watch
Hulu
it.
doesn't have shit. Like,
Yeah. I'll watch it, a lot of the times, like for The Mandalorian, the Star Wars stuff,
Mhm.
Marvel. I watch it for that. And Kendra, she's big in the old
Yeah,
Disney
she's-
movies.
See, that's the thing,
she's a
man.
big
Is I
Disney
can't get my
freak.
kids into it.
Oh, my wife. And the one thing that kills me with her, she's a big Disney freak. She's never watched Lion King. Not once.
Well, why should she? Why would you want to cry?
She's never watched Lion King.
Mufasa.
Yeah,
Mufasa.
that's one of the most
Ooh, say it again.
iconic one of the most iconic Disney movies.
But that's
You know
all.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's all I got for news, man. So it's all on you.
Okay, so I guess the next segment is what have we been watching? So who wants to go first? Karen.
Well, I guess
You
I've got
giggled.
the longest fucking list.
You have the longest one?
you giggled.
Probably. So,
I figured
As
everybody's
everyone
heard
knows-
enough of my voice so far. So.
well,
I figured, I'd give this a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I need
as
something to
everyone
drink.
knows, last Friday was Friday the 13th. And my entire life, I've been doing nothing but giving the Friday the 13th series shit. But I've never seen any of them except for the first one.
You watch your mouth.
So I decided to
You
watch
your
them.
filthy whore mouth.
Yeah. And I remember the first one being good. It isn't.
It doesn't age too well. Let's put that.
Well, here's the thing. I remember, like really liking the twist and all of that, because that's iconic, right? Everybody remembers that it's not Jason, it's his mom and
yeah.
and all of that. But that movie, it follows the formula, and it's not a bad movie, right? Up until the final fight. And then it's a bad movie. Because literally, like, the very first time you see the final girl, she's got a bat and like a trident that she could stab people with. And then there's a loud noise, and what does she do? She drops both of them and runs. and then like, so then the first time she sees Jason's mom, and like she finds out that that's the bad person, like she has a weapon and she hits her with it once, drops it and runs.
It has been argued though that like that the girl from the first Friday the 13th movie is one of the weakest and worst final girls.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
In horror movie
100%.
history.
100%.
I don't remember her fucking. I don't even
Like,
remember. her
it
name from the
happens,
movie.
I can count probably 5 times where she has a weapon. She either does nothing with it, or she hits her once and drops it and runs. She gets bitch slapped 15 times by a 60-year-old woman after having a rifle in her hand that she could have hit her with the butt of.
And I think that's kind of why, like, after that movie, they started bringing in, like, the undead Jason. You could hit him, you could shoot him, you could do whatever, and he'd just get right back up.
Well,
That's not true
that
because-
brings us into part 2.
I was gonna say. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
they literally open up with the ending of the first.
Yeah.
And I mean that very literally.
Yeah.
It
They literally
recaps it.
open it up and recap the first 10 minutes of this movie as the ending of the last one. And so then, then they
Taylor
try to
Sachs.
explain how Jason aged and say that he lived, but then also that his mom had to take revenge for him dying. In the same breath, I might add.
Yeah, which makes no fucking
So-
sense.
There's a lot of
so
missing plots in it. That's
it
for
begs
sure.
the question: how did he not drown? But she also had to take revenge.
And how the fuck did he not go back to mommy? You know what I mean? Like, because obviously she thought he was dead.
Well, no, they literally said that he didn't drown, so that's how he aged. But then he died, and she had to take revenge, like in the same breath. Like they literally said that both things were true.
So that he did die, but he didn't die.
Correct.
Huh.
And so I have no clue how that.
So
I don't.
did he
maybe
die,
maybe
or-
he died later.
But
and
later
she
on, they
just-
do establish that, like in 10, or not 10-9, they say that he's essentially a Deadite.
Yeah.
He's a Deadite. Like
Yeah.
the like Jason Goes to Hell is supposed to be a sort of like Evil Dead. Sort
Yeah.
of movie.
So
Yeah.
they couldn't. I did find this out. They couldn't film, but film this, but apparently Jason's mom used the Necronomicon, which is shown
That, exactly.
Yes.
in
Yes.
it to bring him back.
Yes.
And so that would have been a great
And
explanation.
actually, if you
that would have
watch,
been a great
if
explanation.
you watch the deleted scenes,
Mm-hmm.
because 9 was terrible. It was
Mhm.
probably one of the worst entries.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is there he was supposed to be like this sort of like deadite demon monster.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to be like this little slug thing.
Yeah.
You can even look up pictures of what he would, and he
Yeah.
looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like this demon thing.
And I will give you this: if they had given them the budgets that they should have had,
Yeah.
a lot of these movies could have been way better.
hmm
But the first few just aren't. We follow the same formula in the third.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes is the last 10 minutes of the movie. You're rehashing, and it probably annoyed me more because I just finished the last one.
Yeah, you're
So
like,
I'm
come
like,
on.
I just fucking watched this.
You're wasting like my life right now.
Yeah, but that one actually had like the best final girl like so far, but that really wasn't saying much.
It's so funny because this is one of the only franchises that does away with the final girl thing and brings in a final guy, like a final
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah,
Which is like it was Tommy.
Yeah.
yeah, but he's only in 2 movies. But you could say the same. You had that whole thing. He was in 2 movies. They never really finished his story.
You could say the same thing with Alice.
Alice to me is the hero of the Nightmare on Elm Street series because she defeated him twice.
Yeah, but if you think about it like this though, Tommy's also the dipshit that brought him back
Yep.
in one of the movies also.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that he's also played by several different people and
Mhm.
not the same person. And in one movie, what was it? 4 or 6? Was it 4?
4 is a Manhattan, I thought.
No, 4
Manhattan
was
is
the
in-
final chapter.
Manhattan
so,
is 8.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so 4 was the final chapter.
Well, which one was it where he was? Jason wasn't even in. But that
No, that one. I got a joke for
Sorry,
that, so
okay.
shut up. So number 4 was the final chapter, and again, we open with the last 10 minutes of the previous movie. And I noticed, like in the earlier movies, but it really bothered me in this one, Jason holds his stuff backwards, all of his weapons. Like the machete's backwards, and he stabs people, and like you can see the sharp edge is this way.
That's so when he sticks it in him, he can just slice up.
Yeah.
No, like he stabs some dude in the head, and the sharp edge is this way.
Maybe he just had serrated sides on the other side.
Maybe he really wanted him to
I
feel
really
it.
doubt it.
Maybe he really wanted him to feel it. Like, you
You're-
get the
you're-
dull end.
You're
Sure.
looking too much into
Sure,
it.
sure, but it really
I mean-
bothered me.
I mean,
Nobody
with
said he
Jay-
was a smart man.
Jason's strength, he doesn't need
But
sharp
see, what really
blades.
bothered me I think the reason it really bothered me by the time we got to 4 was because Tom Savini did the effects for this one.
Yeah.
He also did the effects for 1, didn't or not?
No, I only saw his name in this one. And you know I watched for that.
I thought he.
I
thought
only
he was
saw
in the
his name
first
in this one. But this one killed me. So he did the effects for this one, and in one of the very first death scenes, so Jason stabs this lady through the neck while she's eating a banana, and the camera focuses on the banana.
Yeah.
Fucking what? Tom Savini's doing the fucking effects, and we're focusing on the fucking banana.
Bananas are good for you.
Yeah. Maybe it was just like his way of a dick joke.
And in every single one of these movies, anytime somebody kills Jason, we go in slow motion.
Oh yeah.
Like they come at him in slow motion. It just I'm just noticing that all these movies
That's
have
just-
I think you watched way too much Friday the 13th.
I did
for one
But see,
person at one
The
time.
reason I did because I thought I was giving these movies shit my whole life.
Did you get Freddy versus Jason in there too?
No, I've seen that movie a million times. But like I thought my whole life I was giving these movies shit for no reason because they have a beloved fan base.
Right.
So I was like, man, I need to give these movies a chance. I'm being an asshole. No, I wasn't. I really wasn't.
These
I
movies
wasn't.
suck dick.
But the 5th was the best one.
Some people will argue that the 4th is the best. Some will say the 6th is the best. Some
Eric,
will say,
Eric, why is the 5th the best one?
Jason Goes to Hell,
No, why is the 5th the best one?
the 5th.
Yeah,
Probably because he's not in it.
correct. Roy is the bad guy in that one.
Yeah.
That was my
It's
joke.
a good little twist, though.
Yeah, it is actually.
They
This
wanna
one and
change
this
it up
one
a
did
little
not
bit.
begin with the last 10 minutes of the
Yeah.
the first.
That's
that
probably
movie.
why it's the best one for you.
Yeah, well, I know. I actually just made that joke because I thought maybe you would be like, Jason's not even in that one, Karen. But no, you didn't do it.
I'm not
You've
feeding your
always
shit.
shitted on.
Yeah.
You've always shitted on my Jason. So
I'm sorry. And so then it ends with Tommy's now Jason. That was weird.
And then in the sixth one they bring Tommy back.
Yeah, and
he's
Jason's
not crazy
and he's
apparently.
Not, yeah.
So
And-
like the Friday the Third, the remake that was done, like, what was it?
Oh, the
2000
reboot one,
yeah,
yeah, that had
2010 or
Jason
something like
That
Patrick.
one was actually really good.
yeah, that one was good.
liked
I
it.
enjoy.
I did
people,
see the reboot.
People hate on it a lot. I'm like, that's a quality movie.
That
though.
was a
Yeah,
good
that was
movie.
actually
Yeah.
a really quality one.
I did see the reboot and I did like it. That one had the dude
I
from
just think-
Supernatural.
I just think
Padalecki.
the-
Jared
Jared
Padalecki.
Padalecki,
Yeah.
the old Jason, they just didn't use the budget right.
Yeah,
They didn't-
there's a lot of flaws, and I think a lot of it had to do with budgeting, and a lot of it had to do, like Manhattan. A lot of it took place on a boat because of budgeting.
I like that one. Though.
I like that one.
You know what?
I enjoyed that.
I
one.
had
one
high hopes for that one
probably-
because of you and because of Jeremiah.
That
Both
is
of you
probably
said it was a
one
good
of my
one.
favorite ones.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Him walking.
I think
the
by that
streets.
point you're 8 movies deep,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
No,
She's already made up her
took
mind.
breaks. We took breaks, but like, here, I'll just get through
Like
this.
what,
Just let me
3-hour
get through
breaks
this.
or
Let
what?
me get through this.
He walks during the street, kicks that boombox.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny, dude.
Fucking
That's a meme
dying.
now.
So in the last movie, they said he was cremated, but then Tommy Jarvis like digs him up in this one.
So he
I mean,
dicks
it's the
him
same
up.
Digs
thing.
him up,
Same
Dicks him
thing
up.
as the
dig,
Dig.
dig
Okay,
as
gotcha.
in-
With a G.
dude.
Same thing as the wood chipper from Scare Package.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I get it, but it's just
Yeah, see,
it's
they
funny.
explain it in your fucking movie.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just funny to me, like how they do that, and it's a slasher thing. It's funny. It's funny no matter what franchise it is.
Yeah.
But and then they just stick him in the lake at the end. Like he gets an occult book, so you think he's gonna do something with that occult book, but no, they just chain him and stick him in a lake. And I'm like, so why did they get the occult book? I don't. Okay.
Don't feel bad. I think that the 8th one, Manhattan, is probably the weakest ending. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, so,
Well, because they don't explain how he gets back to Crystal Lake for the 9th one.
well, I don't even understand. Well, for one, the 9th one is Jason Goes to Hell, and it's kind of its own thing anyway.
Well, apparently there was a comic that explained how he got back from Manhattan to Crystal
Well,
Lake.
he was turned
apparently,
into a
but-
little boy
Fuck,
in
he could
Manhattan.
walk
Yeah, that one I
underwater
didn't
all
under-
day.
That's
like-
what I'm saying. I
and
didn't
they kept-
understand it.
And the weird thing was, like, he started out normal. He was like a normal kid until he started to like deteriorate. And I think that was what they were saying, is like he didn't get weird until he started to deteriorate. No, he was a mongoloid. Like they showed that in the first one.
Yeah.
Like very
Yeah.
first one, he was a mongoloid. He was born that way.
Yeah.
And
that's
they
why he got picked on. And
yeah, and they
so on
explain
so
that because
forth.
like if you see his mom's gravestone and you track it back to like when he died, his mom had him late in life, so you could track that back to like genetic
Yeah.
issues. You know what I mean? The 7th picks up with going back to the 10 minutes of the last movie. This is also the first appearance of Kane Hodder as Jason, which was weird to me. I didn't realize he waited until the 7th one to join. And this one just killed me because you've got this like woman.
It's so funny that everybody says that he's the best
Yeah.
one, and he's only played him
He's
for
the
like
most.
a
Right,
few.
that's
He's
what
the
I
most
was like.
notable.
He
Let's
wasn't
put
even
that
in
way.
the first like 6 movies, but he's the
like-
best
like I
one.
say, he was the most notable. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well, I think it's the way he carries the character
Yes.
too. It's
That's
the,
like me saying Jackie Earl Haley is a better Freddy Krueger.
Oh, you could probably get shot for that. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
he had the voice.
Oh,
He didn't have the anything.
I
Honestly,
know, I'm
just
anything.
trying
the
to get her-
anything. Like I
trying
love
to get her
Jackie Earl
going.
Haley, but he just
he had none
it
of it.
just wasn't good.
No.
I even tried to give him the benefit. Like maybe he does an okay job. And then I saw the movie. I was like, that was dog shit.
Yeah.
And see, like 9.
I didn't even care for that movie.
yeah,
Oh
like,
man, I'd rather.
He did text me because I think he went to theaters to see
No,
it.
I didn't go to theaters.
Well,
I
he
watched
texted
it.
me after he watched it. He was like, "Karen, I just got done watching the new Nightmare that just came out," and he was like, and he and I've always given each other shit our whole lives.
I told her, I said, don't even
He's like,
watch
"Don't
it.
watch it. It's not even good." And I was like, "You know, I have to though, right?" And he's like, "But seriously,
It's
like, I'm just telling you, don't watch it."
I told her not to waste her money.
Yeah.
For it.
I didn't waste my money. I
pirate
watched
that
it.
bitch.
No, I waited until it went on Netflix. But Friday the 13th 9, I think, was better than all the other previous, but New Line did it. So I think that's maybe the difference. New Line has a better budget. New Line could put Easter eggs in, like the Necronomicon, and
Yeah.
Freddy
things
Krueger's
like-
hand at the
Right,
end.
yeah. Well, and that's what actually started the whole bullshit thing between the
Jason
fans,
and
right?
Freddy.
But at the end of that movie, He just pulled his mask down. He didn't pull Jason down. All those other hands pulled him down into hell. He just pulled his mask down. He was trying to help. He was bringing him his property.
Yeah, I just thought you needed your mask, buddy.
Yeah. See,
could be
he was
friends.
trying to help, and you guys are assholes.
The original plan was that they were gonna do a Ash versus Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, and they couldn't get the rights for it.
And,
There's the comic. If you get the comic,
Could you imagine that though?
Oh man,
It would have been so much better.
I still think Jason would probably mop the floor with.
No,
both
dude,
of
they
them.
would have to let Ash win. Ash would have to win. He's a good guy. He's got to
He
win.
would win because that's just the way
Yeah,
it would
probably
go,
because he is the good guy. But
I
But
still-
he wouldn't get the girl at the end because
I still want to see a Michael Myers and Jason fight.
I still want to know how Jason got out of hell though for Jason X. I just
mean,
See, they didn't even say that. They were just like, "Oh, here he is."
but they show it in like the credits when they're opening the credits up. They show hell, so I'm like, okay, so they're gonna show how he gets out. Nope.
no, they
Not
don't
gonna do
really
that.
explain
Okay.
that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like any other slasher movie. They don't really tell you how they came back or
Well, the real qualm I had about it was that they showed it in the credits. They showed hell, so I kept waiting for the explanation.
of like how he came back.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, why'd you even show that to me? Like, I'd have more respect for you if you just jumped into it.
Yeah, how are we gonna go from hell to space?
Yeah.
You gonna do all
But-
this
I
in
mean,
one movie?
all I remember is like he's chasing a girl and then
Look, that movie, I remember it being so entertaining. It's not as entertaining this time around because, like, I don't know, it's just a lot
Yeah.
of bullshit.
yeah,
Oh, it's very
Like,
campy.
it's not
Well,
Jason.
Very
it's not
campy,
even the campiness. Like, I remember legit like thinking, "Oh, this is hilarious." Like,
Jason on a ship.
yeah,
in
like
space-
I'm watching all these
spaceship.
things happen, and I'm just like, "This is great. This is hilarious. This is amazing." Like, because I like B-ratedness, right? And I'm like, "This is amazing. This is great." This time I'm watching it, I'm going like, I think I like Jason Goes to Hell better. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me
Really?
wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
He's not even in most of the movie.
I still loved the death scenes, like the funny death scenes, and like especially that, you know, smash in the face and the glass. That's great. The death scenes are still amazing, but those things don't hold the movie together as well as I remember because they're so few and far between, and the rest of it's so just spaced out that it's kind of boring.
Right.
I
but-
said, I mean, the biggest thing I had about Jason is I just love his brutality and his strength.
Yeah.
Just
No,
I was just trying to move the mouse so we could see how much time. Now I don't even know. I don't even know where we're at in time. So.
Oh no. But yeah, I mean, I get it. But and then we finished Midnight Mass.
Did you?
Yeah, we
How'd
finished
you like
that.
that?
I liked it.
Oh,
I didn't love it.
you didn't love it?
No, and the only reason I didn't love it is because I wanted it to be something more than vampires. I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know how it could have been something more than vampires, but I wanted it to be,
Right.
you know?
I get
that
it.
makes no sense really, but
I understand. I was kind of thinking the same thing whenever I watched the movie and or the show. I was like, it's likely vampires. I was like, but I wish it was something cooler
yeah.
than vampires. But
Yeah.
I think the way they did it, and
that-
especially the main vampire, I'm like, dude, that guy looks badass.
Yeah.
I was more or less hoping. I was like, this seems like vampires. It's definitely.
I
Vampires.
wanted to watch him.
I was like, but I'm
die.
thinking like, I would love it if it was like just a demon of some kind. Or something
Yeah,
like that.
I guess that's kind of, you know, I wanted something more. I'm not saying it was bad. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I just, and the ending, like Jeremiah said, it happened so fast.
Oh yeah, it gets bonkers right.
It
at the
just
end.
happened so fast. Like, I would have loved to see a 2-parter. Like,
It just
kinda
seems like
stretch that out a
it
little
just seems
bit.
like just in one episode everything ends.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. And then we watched Bad Roommates, or I've been watching Bad Roommates. It's a true crime thing. It's about people who, like, the very first episode has this thing about
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, has a, oh god, what was her name? Dorothea Puente, and she used to board rooms out to people and
Yeah, homeless and shit like that. Yeah.
yeah, and she would
She was like a
kill-
grandmother type.
yeah, well, yeah,
Yep.
she looked like a grandma for sure. But she would kill
We
people
watched-
and
We
keep
watched
their-
those too. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't finished. I think I got like one episode left.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm watching
That grandma
right now.
lady, you're like, what the fuck?
I had actually known about her before, but I went ahead and watched the episode anyway.
Well, whenever you find out about her backstory and everything, you're like, holy shit.
yeah,
And she used to be a prostitute and
Yep.
everything else.
Yeah.
and-
I knew about her before I watched it, and I knew about that Yusuf.
Oh, Yusuf, yeah.
I knew about that guy.
Yeah.
And that other the Chinese guy. I knew a little bit about him.
I honestly, I remember the Yusuf one. I remember the grandma one. I can't remember the other one. Because I think there was only like 3 or 4
KC.
people.
Casey, something. That was the Chinese guy, or Asian guy, I should say. Anyway, that's it. I think that's enough. My God.
Right.
So, Justin, what you been
Oh
watching?
boy. So we watched the hatchet wielding hitchhiker.
Oh God, that's next on my list, dude.
You haven't watched
I
it yet?
can't wait to
Oh, I
watch
thought you
that.
did. I thought
No,
you'd
I haven't
seen it.
watched that yet.
It's interesting.
I remember the story. Yeah.
It is interesting. It's only an hour and a half long. It's a
Oh.
movie. It's not
Oh,
a
okay.
series or anything. So it's a movie. We were tossing that up between that and which one do we want to watch. It was the same night we did Madison's podcast. So we were thinking about watching a documentary actually on Netflix about that Dennis Nilsson,
Yeah.
and because that's on Netflix also, and it's
Yeah.
also an hour and a half long. And I was like, I don't know, let's watch this hatchet wielding hitchhiker first.
Dude,
know.
I can't wait to watch that one because I remember paying attention to that whole thing when it was
Yeah.
going down.
It's pretty wild. I'm glad it's nice that they shoved it all into an hour and a half because I think they would have just stretched everything out. And
It's not a
it's not an extended story
No.
like for some other things, you know.
Mm-mm.
So it was good. It's very interesting, and because I didn't know anything about that dude,
Oh, you didn't watch
I didn't
that in
know
real
about
time?
all that stuff.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
No, I didn't know about
watched
all
it
that
in real
stuff.
time.
So yeah, so that was all right. I watched the first episode of Velma, and that fucking show is a pile of dog shit. I will not watch any more of that fucking garbage. They essentially took an IP that is Scooby-Doo and turned it into dick and fart and racist bullshit. So you can kiss my ass. I will not watch any more of that crap. And Mindy Kaling needs to go away because I do not like that person. She is not funny. She is not a good actress, and I don't like her. I don't
shouldn't
even
hold it in. You should really let us know how you feel. It's
I
going to tear
just
you up
don't like
inside.
her. I don't think she's good at anything.
He's hiding feelings.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Um,
It's going to tear him up.
I don't
inside.
even care that they hold on. Fuck me.
As he's talking about her.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. So I don't even care that they race swap people and that doesn't bother me. None of that bothers me. What bothers me is that you took some of these characters and made fucking fools out of them. Fred is a fucking retard. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it yet, and I don't know if this is confirmed, but Scooby-Doo isn't a dog. Scooby-Doo is essentially a black girl in this show. Not a dog, but a black girl who's a love interest for Shaggy. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. Her name was Scooby, and they both love food. Yeah.
I feel like that's offensive
There's
somehow.
border.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
well-
nudity in the show, but there's border. Like they have a full
do you call
2
it?
minute.
Like, I'm not offended,
What
but
do
I
you-
feel
what
like
do you-
that's offensive
What do you?
somehow.
Well, here, what do you call a female dog?
A bitch.
That's where I'm getting like. That
There's
can be very
there like
offensive
the
in-
first
in certain
episode has like a
aspects.
full 2 minute segment in the locker room of the girls' locker room. They're all naked. It doesn't show anything, but like Daphne is a complete cunt. Fred's an idiot. It's not good.
I mean, technically, in the cartoons, they were kind of that way.
this is a
Yeah,
very
this
point,
is
you know what I
like
mean?
they're taking it to the
Wait,
nth
they're
degree.
yeah,
take to the
exactly. This is a
extreme.
very over exaggerated characterization of cartoon characters as is.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous. And to think that Velma would act in any sort of way like this is retarded to me because
Yeah.
Velma is one of the most innocent
Yeah,
and sweet characters
just very
probably
ditzy.
in cartoon history. She's very innocent.
No, she
and
wasn't
sweet.
ditzy.
Well, ditzy,
Velma
yeah.
was
She was
sort
not
of,
ditzy at all.
Yeah,
She
Velma
was
was
very
sort of like
smart.
the glue that held them all together. She sort of like just kept them all from.
She was the smart one. She was actually the one solving all the crimes.
Well, I was saying
Yeah.
like Ditsy is like she always lost her glasses and always had to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
them.
9
you
times
know
out
what
of 10, it wasn't her fault. Somebody would trip her.
Yeah,
or,
I'm
you
just
know, I mean,
saying,
like,
like-
yeah,
that was her.
klutzy.
Yes, klutzy.
Her
not
glasses
ditzy.
were essentially her kryptonite.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I won't watch any more of that garbage. They can go ahead and cancel that show now. And then I finished The Midnight Club. I didn't watch a lot this week. We finished The Midnight Club. So I was unaware that this was going to be a series and not a mini series. So I watched it, and they ended it like there's going to be a second season. So I was like, wait a minute. So I looked it up, and apparently there was supposed to be a second season.
Yeah, that's how I understood it.
But they're not going to do it.
No, it got
They
canceled.
canceled that shit.
Yeah.
Because apparently Mike Flanagan is going over to Amazon.
Yeah, I told you all of this.
This is bullshit. Why did I waste my fucking time with this show? I don't care about that.
I told you.
I didn't know that it was a fucking series. I thought it was a mini series.
I told you they canceled it.
I didn't know. I must not have been paying attention.
Apparently not. I try
to
to warn you of these things.
But I didn't know that, and I didn't know they were going to leave it open. And I'm like, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. What a waste of Heather Langenkamp's time, too. Even though she probably got paid, but...
Yeah, I'm sure she's fine with it.
Yeah. So, I'm just kind of disappointed with it. I wanted to see where it was going to end.
You know, the thing that pisses me off about that stuff, like on Netflix and stuff, is that they have the power to end it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's their own programming.
Yeah.
Like, and they know that they're fans of it.
Well, you think that Mike Flanagan would have signed on for more than one season contract?
Or give it a movie.
Give it a movie.
Round it off.
Give it two more episodes or whatever. But either way, I'm just kind of like, what a fucking waste. I didn't even enjoy it to begin with. And I'm like, I got to finish it. And then I was like, got to see how it ends. It doesn't fucking end. So it pissed me off. I'm like, God damn it. So I'm a little irritated by that. I had to fight my way through the show, and I just wasn't happy with it. The kids didn't even do a good job. They didn't even convince me that they were dying. Like, they didn't. I'm just saying, like, you know how it is, like, whenever you see a bunch of terminal kids that have terminal illnesses, they at least
Did you want them to sit there and go, I'm dying?
Well, they did say that a lot.
I'm dying.
But they didn't come off to me like they were going to be dying anytime soon. Like, they're up walking around healthy as shit until it plays good into the overall plot. They're like, I'm sick at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
I was murdered.
So you're fine.
I was murdered.
You're fine until you're not fine anymore. Like, it made no sense to me. So I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And I will never, I don't even know. Even if, like, Amazon picked up season 2, I'd be like, no, I'm good. I don't even think I'd watch it.
Did you like it?
No.
No.
And I wouldn't even recommend it to people because it's just not good. And I feel bad for Heather Langenkamp's name being on it. So because she's a horror
legend.
icon. Yeah, she's a legend. So I'm sorry, Heather. Anyway, that's all I watched.
Okay, so I finished the Willow season.
How'd that go?
Like I said,
Did Christian Slater come back?
Not in this part. I mean, I don't know if
Are they playing it off like he will?
Okay, so I don't want to ruin it for you or anything like that, but he gets dragged away in the last one he was in. So I don't know if they're going to plan on trying to bring him back. Was it a
dragon?
No, it was not a dragon.
But dragons are cool.
If you watch the show, you'll see. But he may come back.
If I watch it, I have to watch the movie first.
Yeah. That's what I did. I watched the movie and then I watched the season.
Because it's been so long since I've seen the movie.
Yeah, so I finished that. And then I picked up off on Vikings Valhalla. I watched the second season of that. And I finished that one. Then I watched Young Guns.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Both of those are good movies.
So I watched that, and
especially if you're a Guns N' Roses fan.
What? Wait, no. Bon Jovi.
Oh, was Bon Jovi?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I started The Witcher.
Get it right.
I'm sorry, I can't keep up with my '80s fucking hair bands.
And then I started
I'm a cowboy.
Witcher Blood Origins.
On a steel horse I ride. Sorry.
So you know the song.
I do. I was thinking that was Guns N' Roses for some stupid reason. Fucking Bon Jovi. Fuck that guy. Who names his whole band after himself? Douche move. Ozzy.
I don't know. He's got a kitchen in New York where people can eat for free. Like he's a
Fuck that guy for being all charitable and stuff.
Oh man.
I just hate his, I hate his face.
I hate him being so charitable.
But I watched The Witcher Blood Origins. I just started watching that.
I heard that was shitty.
I just started the first episode.
I didn't even
I
finish
just-
season 2 of The Witcher.
No,
I started it and never finished it.
I watched both of them. I just hate the fact that they're taking Henry you know.
Henry Cavill, yeah.
Yeah.
It is bullshit. Like they're replacing him with what's the Hemsworth brother?
Liam.
Liam, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Like he's
replacing
not
with
even
Liam.
like he doesn't even look like it. You know what I mean?
No.
Like no. I don't know, man. Henry Cavill, dude, he keeps
He-
getting the shaft.
Well, I'm saying he kind of pulled.
He did it to
Garrett.
himself, yeah, but only because I think he also believed that
Well,
he was getting lined up for more
well,
Superman
I'm not
movies.
saying he screwed himself. I'm saying he did Garrett. You know, I mean, he was Garrett.
Yeah.
Sorry, but he was.
Yeah, he knew all the moves. I guess he was like, I guess people
He's-
were really
he's a-
frustrated with him on set because he knew all that there was to know about The Witcher, and they
He's
were
a-
even like trying to come out and call him like, what was it? Trying to say that he was misogynist and this and that.
Yeah, I told you about that.
Yeah, but like it was like, dude, no, he just knows his shit.
He's
like,
he's a very much of a gamer.
Yeah, I didn't
mean,
understand
he's-
that either because that's literally how they described it, was that because he knows so much about the Witcher, he's a misogynist, and I'm like, how does that make any sense?
No,
Because he knows so much about something that makes him a misogynist?
he knows the lore because
It
he's
doesn't
played
make
the
any
game. He
sense.
was in love with the game.
Mhm.
That's
read
why
all the
that's
books.
why
yeah.
he was in The Witcher, because he wanted to do it. He wanted to be in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. Like, I could know all there is to know about Ted Bundy. That doesn't make me a serial killer.
Right.
You know?
Well, the thing is he
No, there's other
also
things that make you a
like-
psycho.
I'm
like
not a
he poured himself into being Superman, dude, and like, and they fucking gave him the shaft. Fuck you, James Gunn,
Right.
you fag.
Yeah, that was
That's
fucked up.
straight
That
up.
fucking dude pisses me off.
That was
But I think they're all
fucked
taking.
up.
I think that him, Gal Gadot, and Ben Affleck are all taking them to court and suing the shit out of WB
They
because
need to.
they were supposed to be signed on. Like Ben Affleck was supposed to direct a Batman movie. Gal Gadot was on to play Wonder Woman, and
And a lot of-
Henry Cavill was supposed to have signed up for more Superman movies.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like they all they put other things off to the side because they have plans to do
Yeah.
more with this.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a blessing because, dude, I'm really excited to see him and do this Warhammer shit.
Yeah,
Because I know he's really obsessed with Warhammer too. Like
Yeah.
he loves Warhammer. And me, dude, I could nerd out about fucking Henry Cavill. That's like,
Well,
that's
you
what
know,
he is. What I wish I was.
right.
I'll tell you, I think The Witcher is not going to last if he's not on there.
It
No,
won't.
I-
It's gonna
I-
die.
yeah,
It's gonna
out.
die.
Well, I think that's kind of why they went with this Blood Origins, because he stepped back away from it. So
Well, that
they
Blood
had to have-
Origins was in and done before
was it?
any of this came about. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. It was already through production and everything. So,
Mhm.
but I don't know, man. I think that it's all a big fucking mess, and they all got the shaft. I think they were all great in their parts.
Yeah.
I even think that Ben Affleck did a good job as Batman and
Yeah, I
Bruce
think so,
Wayne.
I
too.
still got to watch that. I still haven't seen him as Batman.
He did a
Batman.
good
He
job.
did a
He's not
decent
the
job
best,
for
but
it.
he did a good job. And Henry Cavill, in my opinion, is the best Superman.
Yeah.
I think he was a great Superman. And I'm not a Superman. I don't like Superman. So,
Yeah, I'm not a Superman fan. So.
but
Yeah.
and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, I think she did a great job.
She did.
So, but yeah,
But that's really all I've watched. So I guess we'll get into the intro of the movie.
dun, 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 the movie.
So this week we're going to talk
Now
about
for
the
your feature
Matrix.
presentation.
Huh?
I said now for your feature presentation.
Yeah. So this week we watched The Matrix. It was made in 1999. Runtime is 2 hours and 16 minutes. Directed by the Wachowskis.
Brothers or sisters, whichever you
whichever
prefer.
you prefer.
Yeah.
Starring Keanu Reeves as Neo, Carrie Ann Moss as Trinity, and Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus.
Morpheus.
So,
Synopsis is set in the 22nd century. The Matrix tells the story of a computer hacker who joins a group of underground insurgents fighting the vast and powerful computers who now rule the earth.
Yeah.
That doesn't even put me in the mind of the Matrix. That synopsis doesn't. That's so weird. That's
They
so weird how they
usually have the
phrase it.
best synopsises on there.
That one's
too.
really weird.
Yeah.
That one's almost off-putting. Like, yeah, that sounds weird.
I don't want to watch that movie at all.
Yeah, it
no,
doesn't sound at all
that's-
like a badass action, CG heavy romp at all.
Yeah.
So It just sounds like, oh man, it sounds like a fucking like it could be almost like a Terminator Salvation movie or some shit, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
kind of like,
I don't
what
know.
a downer.
The IMDb one though was worse
Oh, I bet.
because I looked. I mean, they all sound like porn.
They all
Yeah.
sound like porn.
They do all the.
It's like they got a
synopsises.
porn writer in there, like,
Yeah, like all the
doing these
synopsises on
synopsis.
IMDb sound like porn.
yeah, Keanu Reeves, Carrie Ann Moss, bang it out. And,
Yeah.
and then Morpheus is there.
He's just
With the
watching.
camera.
Yeah, he's watching over
He's the invisible
Neo.
camera guy.
Yeah, he's just watching. He's just there.
He
to
calls
watch.
him the one. Check
That
it out
is-
in triple X.
Oh God.
Oh man. Don't forget the lotion.
Oh God. Terrible.
What'd you guys think about? What's your guys' reviews on it?
My reviews, well, we got to do the would you recommend?
Oh yeah.
Let's.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Matrix. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Like,
Yeah,
of course I would recommend. Who wouldn't recommend the
Right.
Matrix? Like, it's a good, fun popcorn movie. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody should watch it once,
Yeah,
at least.
at least once. Even if you don't want to watch all 4 movies,
Yeah.
just watch the first one. It's
Yeah.
good. I mean, you could
I'll
honestly
tell you,
stop there and be satisfied.
I only cared for this one, and I've seen all of them. I only cared for this one.
I will say I cared for the first 3 because the first one
Yeah.
was great, but whenever they announced the 2 and 3, we were I was in high school and we were fucking ecstatic. We were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what?
I was excited,
more.
but like I watched the second one and I was kind of like, well, that was not as good, but okay. And then
I thought they were great.
I watched the
Yeah.
third one and I was like, that was bad.
See, the reason
didn't
why
like
I
it at
thought
all.
that they were all 3 of them were good. The first one was great, but you're like, there's got to be so much. Like, they talk about Zion, but you never see it.
Yeah.
Right.
They talk about all these other things, and like you're like, they could totally open this world up to so much more, and they do that in 2
In
and
the-
3,
yeah.
and it's awesome because like you meet these like other programmers, and you meet the Keymaker, and all these
You
other cool.
In
see
all
the
honesty,
human
I haven't
world.
seen them in so long. I can't tell you why I didn't like them, but I just remember feeling let down by them.
I wasn't. I thought they were great. I thought some of the CG got a little shoddy, but
Yeah. Like when the explosion happened with the elevator door, I mean, you could really tell that was CG.
I didn't even understand that. I'm like, why would they blow that? Fucking
Yeah, just
elevator
that
I
door?
floor.
I did notice that too. There was things that I guess maybe thousands of
Didn't
times
make any-
I've watched
yeah.
it before. I'm like, why'd they do that?
Yeah.
well, just
Okay,
that
so
floor
like,
blow
okay,
up.
so I want to talk about that scene specifically.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
part where they come into that building, and I understand that they're trying to get to the building across from that building,
Mm-hmm.
but like they come into this building, and they're like, yeah, we got all these guns, and they're all in their fucking goth metal
Yeah.
fucking
The
outfits.
old 90s
God
guy.
damn, there's so much
put on
black
there,
leather.
Yeah.
I said all that leather in this movie. Like,
Oh, it's
the
like
leather.
a fucking. It is so 99 2000.
And
like,
all-
That's why I said
you
90s.
see it.
and all the and like
Reminds me of
I
like a
actually
goth
wrote that
metal
twice.
band, you know what I mean? Like,
That's where I went with it.
I actually wrote on there twice. I said lots of leather, and then later on I wrote the leather. I mean, why?
That's
so
it.
much of it.
I
Mhm.
You know
put-
it's hot.
I
You know what I
said,
mean?
Yeah, shit.
And chafy.
Oh
Yeah.
God! You know they probably bought baby powder by the bulk.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure,
had
dude.
to.
You know?
Yeah, I think the only one that doesn't really wear a lot of leather is Neo.
Yeah, he don't really wear.
Yeah,
a
he's
lot
the
more.
only one that's like he still wears a lot of black, but he doesn't wear a lot of leather.
Yeah,
But like Trinity, she's like wearing like that fucking.
everything.
That's like Catwoman style fucking. Like I wouldn't even call that. It's not even spandex. It's like just straight rubber.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
that's what it
Yeah.
is. Like rubber, and I'm like, dude, that can't be comfortable. You know, it's
No.
not stretchy.
You know, one of the worst things about movies like this is like they're so technology based, right?
Yeah.
And when you go back and watch them again, it ages the movie so badly.
Oh yeah, so much.
I mean,
Like the phones.
yeah, and there's no way around that, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't help that, but like
Yeah.
at the same time, when you go back and watch it later, you're like, eesh, you know, like
It's aged.
yeah,
Even the CG, and I even wrote this down. The CG has not aged well in this movie.
No.
Like some of it looks cool and
it could have
passable,
been worse though.
It could have
for
been
the
way worse.
time
but like
period,
the
but-
parts in when they're not in the Matrix and they're traveling around in their ship and the robots and stuff come out, and you're like, wow,
Yeah,
it's bad.
That was the worst as far as the CG went. I thought was the robots, how they looked when they would be coming towards the ship and stuff like
Right.
that. The robots themselves did not look good.
Yeah.
But most of the other CG that I saw in the movie was not terrible at all. But
Right.
those were like, I was like, eh.
I will say though, I do love the style of the movie though. This movie looks awesome. Like the style, like with the set pieces and shit like that. Like that whole scene when they're in that building and they're going to see the Oracle. They come back from seeing the Oracle. That house that like Mouse is sitting in, looking at his girl in the red dress or whatever.
Oh yeah.
The part where he dies and all that. That
That
house is
sucked.
badass. That whole setup is cool.
Yeah.
That dirty, dingy, but like rustic looking badass house
Yeah.
with brick and
That
I really like that.
industrial look. I love
Yeah, I really
industrial.
like that.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie has a lot of, like the old school, like classic cars and all those things. I think that the aesthetic and the color.
They did a good job of blending that old style with, you know, this brand new spanking, you know, glorious new technology
Right.
that they were trying to
They
throw
did a
out
really
there.
good job of doing that, and I also like the color palette of the movie, the greens and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It looks really good, and I think that's what a lot of people were drawn to, like because in 2 and 3, you don't see a lot of those green color palettes anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's more or
Yeah.
less blues and grays and things
Mhm.
like that.
Which was the style back then, and
Yeah.
I think they were kind of like mimicking a lot
Mimic,
of the other
yeah, they were
movies
trying to
that
like
came out
change
at
it,
that time.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it makes sense. But like, but the cars, the set designs, things like that, it all looks really good. What killed me though is whenever they're in that car and they first get Neo, and for one, I want to say, fuck that bullshit about putting shit in the belly button. That shit is,
Oh man,
dude, that makes me fucking like I got this thing called trypophobia, where I've got things with holes in the
Holes.
body and stuff. But I also have a thing with belly buttons.
It's a hole in the body too.
Well, it's not that so much as it's fucking gross. Like if you go near my belly button, it makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
like that either. Like,
Pillsbury
Yeah,
Doughboy
no,
all
yeah,
over
yeah,
it.
yeah. Ugh. Like it ask into anybody in my house. Like I've almost punched people.
Like he
before.
doesn't even have to give the feel of it. Just like
Yeah.
a finger is like.
If it's
going
near it, I
into the
freak
hole.
out. Like it's weird. I don't know what it is. It's weird. I think they should come out with nipple guards or not nipple guards, belly button guards, nipple guards too, if you prefer.
I'll tell you what, this kind of drove me nuts, and I don't know if it's just like me getting older or something, but the whole "you're the one" and Neo and like Neo and the one, and I
The
was
anagram?
like, this is so over the top,
Like the anagram type
Yeah.
deal. Yeah.
lame.
Who
You're
didn't
the-
call that? Like
the
as soon as they were in the
one.
movie, they're like Neo,
Neo,
the one.
one.
Come on.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting here like, oh,
Like that
the
isn't
one.
subtle at all.
No.
Like you know.
No, and it's just like the one, like, yeah,
Why is he
he's
the
so
one?
the one.
Yeah, and how did you find the one? You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
understand. There's a lot of things about this movie I'm like, no.
Well, and they don't make it very subtle, all the, you know, and I'm not getting religious if you look at all kinds of shit, but like he's Jesus. You know what I mean?
He's Jesus of the computer.
That's exactly what
He's
he
like
is.
he's like Jesus nerd.
That's
nerd
exactly
Jesus.
what he is. There's all these like parallels that, you know,
Right.
if you go back and you look, there's all these parallels that you can draw to the story of Jesus, and you're just kind of like, now I watch it now and I'm like, okay. You know.
Some
Okay,
of the some
that's
of the stuff
what we're
in this
doing.
movie, I'm like, okay, so like what Trinity does, like okay, so like at the very beginning, like she's running on walls and she's like diving through windows and this and that, but I'm like, why isn't she the one? You
That's-
know,
you know, like, I wrote
she's
that
doing all
down.
this crazy shit.
Yeah.
I actually wrote that down too, because they said something about, you know, only the one can bend the Matrix to their will. Isn't that what they're all doing?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, they're all bending it.
The spoon is not there.
It's
Imagine
he
it's not
can-
about
he
bending
can
the spoon.
break
And
the mold.
and
Let's put it that
also,
way.
like
Yeah.
they talked about, you know, if you get killed in the Matrix, you die for real, because, you know, the body needs the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're bending it to your will, can't you just convince yourself that those bullets aren't real? Like,
That's kind
yeah,
of what
you
I
didn't-
thought
you
too.
didn't hit me.
Like, why are there
Right.
so many fucking rules in a
I mean,
place
like
that
when
there
you-
aren't supposed to be rules
Think about
in?
when you were a little kid and like somebody shot you with a Nerf
I-
gun.
Yeah.
You didn't get me, and you
I
keep
think
playing.
that's
Yeah.
why. At,
You know?
I think that's why at the end when he's shot and she like is talking to him, you know, over his body, his mind is tricked back into, well, this ain't real. So
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's the first one to crack the code.
that's where it's
And maybe
at.
that's why he's the one. I get that.
I know
But, like,
one
it's
thing that really
I
drove me
can't believe
nuts.
that nobody else thought of that. Like, I would be like, oh, but I can walk on walls. Why can't I go, you didn't get me? I mean,
Right.
You didn't shoot me. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, you didn't get me. I guess it's because we were all such assholes when we were
Yeah.
kids. It's like, you didn't get me. I so did.
The
So-
dart is
so-
still stuck to you.
Another
I
thing
got
that really
you.
drove me nuts is whenever they come out of their training session, him and Morpheus,
Yeah.
and he's like, puts his finger in his mouth. He's like, he gets blood. He's like, I thought it wasn't real. He's like, your mind makes it real. It's like, so his mind made his mouth bleed? I don't understand that.
Well, I think what he's trying to say is that, like, so if you were born and bred in the Matrix, right, you knew nothing else.
Right.
Okay. And so the Matrix has taught you that if somebody punches you in the mouth, you're going to bleed.
Right.
Like, you know nothing different. So if you are now outside of the Matrix, but you go into like this training session and he has punched you, even though he didn't really punch you, but you're there, your mind has been bred to believe that you're going to bleed. He punched you.
But I don't understand why there's still physical blood. Where did the blood come from?
Like, did he bite his lip when he was?
Yeah, did he bite his lip during the training session?
Well, no, because they're in their minds right now.
No, not whenever he comes out though.
When he comes out.
Whenever he comes
when
out,
he's
they
when he
unhook
comes
him.
out,
And he's like,
oh.
he's like,
And he
oh.
reaches out and
And he's
got
like,
blood.
he's like, I thought it wasn't real. And Morpheus is like, your mind makes it real. I'm like, how did his mind cut his lip?
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
his
I guess
mind-
You know what I'm
I
saying?
might have
Yeah.
missed it.
Maybe
Okay.
his mind tricked him. He bit his lip while he was.
Maybe. I mean,
That-
that's an
that's the only thing
explanation,
I
but
could
they
think
don't.
of.
But that
But that
doesn't,
still
that
doesn't
doesn't
make any
explain
sense.
his lame ass excuse for it. Like, your
Yeah.
mind did it. No,
Because-
my teeth did it. Like, I bit my tongue.
It's the same. It's the same thing. Whenever he's getting his ass kicked, and he's like, and he spits up blood in the real world, not in the Matrix. He spits up blood while he's laying in that chair, and like Trinity's wiping it off his mouth. Like, where the fuck is the blood coming from? Like, I understand reaction and things like that to being inside something, like, but it's not real. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's the thing, is it's
Yeah.
not real. Yes, okay, I understand. Maybe your mind going through that trauma of believing that is real, but then all you have, like you
Causes-
said, all you have to do is say it's not real.
hmm
So therefore, that's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
So, but that's where it also gets more confusing later on in 2 and 3, where he's like, he's not only the one in the Matrix, but he can also do things outside
See,
the
and I think
Matrix.
that's where I started to get, like, because it seems like 2 and 3 start to negate.
He
the
could
first
literally
one.
sit there and destroy machines with his
Yeah.
fucking mind, and I'm
The
like,
Sentinel.
wait, hold on a minute. Or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember feeling like 2 and 3 started to negate the first one, and the first one was so well done that, like, 2 and 3 I kind of hated, because it was like, no, you can't. That's a masterpiece, and you fucking suck for trying to negate it.
Yeah.
right, and that's what I don't understand. So like, so I understand, because like Smith, he like gets into one of their minds and takes over his mind in the real world.
hmm
I can get behind that. I can get behind a computer being essentially plugged into your brain and corrupting your brain.
Sure.
I can get behind that, because the brain is actually a lot weaker. Your mind is weaker than
Well,
people
and your
believe.
and your brain, essentially, even in the real, like, right here and now, right?
it's
is-
being programmed, reprogrammed at all times.
Your brain is essentially just a big mushy mess that's nothing but electrical impulses.
Yeah, it's computer. It's a
big
computer.
giant
Yeah.
computer. Yep.
And it can be reprogrammed.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, and I
100%.
understand that part. I don't understand how Neo is telepathically destroying machines, though.
Yeah, no.
you know, so which
again,
that's not this movie. We're
yeah,
talking
no.
about this
Yeah,
movie.
No.
we're- yeah.
So which pill would you guys take?
I would
gonna
ask
totally.
that too.
I think I would
So-
totally take the red pill.
See, okay. Now, really think about it though. Like the life you have now, the family you have now, everything, that's gonna be gone.
But I'm
But
too.
see, you don't
never-
know. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm too curious, man.
Exactly. That's
I'm
what
too
I was
curious
gonna say.
not
I
to
would
find
take
out.
the red. Okay.
Because if
I'll-
they're
I'll
not
be-
really my family, why wouldn't I want to see
But
what's real?
here's what I'm saying. He never told him what happens.
He just says, "I'm just telling you. I'm just showing you the truth."
Yeah.
Right.
That's all he
So
said.
I would take it, because I would be like, well, if I don't take it, I'm just gonna spend the rest of my life going,
What if?
what does it do?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Yeah. So yeah, in
So
that
I
aspect,
would have to.
in that aspect, yeah.
the most
like,
that red
I
pill
would
might
have
do
to
is send you on a
take it.
really good trip.
yeah.
Now, after I took the red pill, I'll be honest. After I took the red pill and I woke up and I see what the real world is about, I'd probably be like, nah, I want to go back. I want to
See,
go back.
that's-
Put me back to
That's the
sleep.
thing, though, is you can't go back.
I know
Yeah.
you can't go back, but I'm just saying. I know what I would really do, because I'm
Cypher
too-
tried.
I know. I know what I would really do, because I'm too fucking curious. I wouldn't be able to live the rest of my life without knowing what that red pill did.
Right.
But I'd get there and I'm too fucking weak. I'd be like, this fucking food and this fucking place, like, this sucks.
That really is the age-old question, though. Would you take the red pill or the blue pill?
That's the thing where I'm getting at with it. Like, if he did tell you the life you know now is gone.
Well,
then I would take the blue pill.
That's
see, now I can't say that because I'm a realist, man. I want to know what's real. If this isn't real, then I don't want any part of it. I want to see what is real. Like I want to.
So you
I
don't
want to be.
Real.
Huh?
You don't know what's real.
Well, what I'm
in
saying.
This situation.
Well, he's saying if you knew, if you wanted to know.
If you knew, like, if he told you that your life that you have now will be gone
because it's not real.
It's not real.
And you knew for a fact.
But if you want to continue this life and then live the life that you have
inside the simulation, essentially.
But if you want to know what's real,
I'd still have to take the red pill then because I don't know what's real. I'm still too curious.
See, where it would get me was, I know how much I would miss my make-believe family. I would, even if I took the red pill and I woke up, I would hate it because
I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
I would miss too much.
Yeah,
so I would probably myself, if I was told this, I would probably.
It would be kind of a mind fuck because in Neo's case, he didn't have
any
family or anything like that.
Neo has no family, no nothing.
Yeah, whereas in our case, you'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm thrust into this real world, but even though they weren't real, my family wasn't real
to me.
But they were real to me. This is something that that's all I remember.
Yeah.
So I've lost that.
Yeah.
So, but then again, knowing that it wasn't real to begin with, it's kind of a mind fuck.
Yeah.
You know? And they even say that in the movie. Cypher even says, he goes, so did he tell you? He's like, yeah. He goes, man, what a mind job, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, and you're like, yeah, what a fucked up thing, you know what I mean?
It makes
like,
you wonder, like, did Cypher have a family before he came?
It makes you wonder if anyone
really
did.
just
You know what I
missed
mean?
steak was what I got out of it.
Yeah, he just loves steak.
He needed meat.
And that looked like a good fucking steak,
It
though.
did.
Man.
It did.
Big,
It
fat,
did.
juicy. Oh, my God.
I also had a problem with Morpheus's name. All of a sudden,
Why?
I don't know. It just seems lame now.
It just seems lame now.
It's like the Neo thing,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Well, these were all like their.
I know, so badass then, and now you're like
gay.
Yeah, gay.
Gay.
Yeah, like, okay, that's.
Yeah,
what
I don't
it
know,
was.
man. I don't know. I will say though that like watching this movie this time around, I'm like, I've had call it my daddy issues. But Morpheus is another one that I'm like, he's up there with Mr. Miyagi. I'm like, I want him for a dad. Like, I would love to have him for a dad.
You've got so many dads.
I guess I love dads. Like, I want Bruce Campbell, Mr. Miyagi. And they can all just be my dad. I want to be three men in a Joseph.
Get away from me.
Three men in a Joseph. I want it to be Mr. Miyagi, Morpheus, and Bruce Campbell, and then baby me.
God.
See, I got a question too. So, like, when they pull over and they're getting ready to take that bug out of his stomach, right? They pull over and she says, "You can go down that road," and we all know
And what's down that road.
My question is like I wrote down, where does the road lead to? Is it to the same miserable life he's been living,
I think
or
that's
is
what
it
they're
to
always...
a bad memory of something down that road?
She didn't really reiterate.
That's
like
where
they
it's
didn't.
like-
Go,
I think that's what they're always alluding to.
Yeah, it
because
always
they're
seemed
always
like
trying to.
They're always trying to see like some of the dialogue. I understand like this is, and I think this is a good and bad thing. They're trying to say things in a simple way to where anybody can get it. That's what the appeal of this movie is. It's not overthought, and it's simple, and people like that because anybody can watch it. But at the same time, they say some things that you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like that makes no goddamn sense. As a intelligent human being, I'm thinking like, are you just saying shit to try to sound smart and cool?
Right.
That's
But
funny.
like, you know,
This is in trivia, but since you just brought it up, the studio insisted on a lot of explanatory dialogue because as they described the screenplay as a script that nobody would understand.
because the funny part about that is this was made back in what, 99.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about this movie is back then people didn't know as much about computers as they do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to think like
You could have made this
coding.
movie with the higher how do you want to call it, higher computer
knowledge
knowledge
and,
or whatever, in the dialogue, and people would have understood it.
Coding was getting more sophisticated. Too,
Yeah,
so that's
see,
where
now
it was
back then,
coming
this
in.
essentially what Smith is he's the antivirus
Yeah.
Mhm.
for the program, and
Yep.
they are the virus that is infecting the program,
Yeah.
and this and that, and blah blah blah. And each human is their power source / they are a file. They are corrupting these files inside this giant computer. That is a simple way of putting it. Back then, people didn't understand that because they're like, I don't understand anything about
Yeah.
computers. So they're like, what the hell is a virus? What is an antivirus?
Right.
And what are these files and powers? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they don't understand all that shit.
Right.
Like, what is a program? What is coding and
Yeah.
Yeah.
this and that?
Unless you were a computer nerd, you didn't.
Yeah,
know
unless
any
you were
of
a computer nerd, which back whenever we were young, man, back in '99, people did not know shit about computers.
it. No.
Oh, what the hell was that one movie that had shit? I'm trying to think. It had what's her name?
Sandra Bullock, The
No.
Net.
Is it The Net?
Is it The Net from like the early '90s?
Where she orders pizza online, and we were all like, "What?"
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that.
That's
or
what I
not.
remember.
Was
from
it like
that
a
movie.
was
I
it
don't
like
know
an
why.
action thriller kind of?
Yeah,
No.
where they steal her identity and
Yeah.
she has to.
That's the
like-
first one. Whenever I was like, I think we're on the same wavelength. I think he's thinking of The Net.
I was thinking of the pizza, and I couldn't remember
The pizza.
Yeah, because I was like, I remember watching that movie and being like, she can order pizza on the computer.
Now it's the most annoying thing you can do. I'd rather just pick up the phone and call them.
Well, I know, but I was just like floored by it. I was like, what?
What? You can order pizza online?
Yeah.
Now I can do it from my cell phone, which didn't
No, it was
exist.
like they were hackers. I'm trying to remember what.
hackers.
Yeah.
That was
Hackers.
hackers.
Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
called
yeah,
Hackers.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, hackers.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one. That's
Yeah.
what I was.
Yeah, it's like,
thinking
I'm
about.
thinking they were hackers.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
were hackers. Johnny Lee
Yeah.
Miller and
Yeah,
Angelina
that
Jolie.
one. That's what I was thinking about.
And
It's
fucking.
That was like the first one that I could remember.
Matthew Lillard was in
Thank
that.
you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one I can remember.
I was
They're
gonna
talking
say
about.
Matthew, but then I was like, what's his last name?
Fuck.
That's
Matthew Lizard.
That's the first like computer hack, like coding and all.
Right, yeah.
Them talking about all that.
Yeah.
stuff,
See,
kind of
then people didn't understand that shit back in the day, man. Like,
Yeah.
No, they could have said anything and we'd have been like, wow.
and it's even funny watching them on like in the Matrix, like now. Watching them from '99 playing on these fucking computers that like they're black and white images, and like back whenever like computers really didn't have images
Yeah.
and shit like that. So you're like, oh wow,
Mhm.
we play video games on our computer,
Yeah.
like high def,
Oregon
fucking
Trail.
yeah,
Well, and
VR and
that's-
everything else. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
part of it is that
Doom.
like
Yeah.
you go back and you watch this and the technology, if
It's
this,
insane.
if this was really how the Matrix would have been, that's not how it would have been.
Yeah.
Because like our computer, like you said, your gaming computer does more than that.
Yeah.
oh for
you
sure,
know.
yeah. I
But-
think if we brought Neo in now, he'd be like, he would even whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Now
What is this World of Warcraft? Whoa.
Maybe I
Wow.
Maybe I wasn't paying very good attention. I don't know, but when they fly down in that helicopter and he just starts shooting, weren't they worried that they were going to hit Morpheus?
I was wondering the same thing. Like, there is
Okay.
a lot of spraying going
Yeah,
on.
they're
in
just
there.
like
all over the fucking place.
And
And I'm
I'm
like,
like,
Morpheus?
He's in there. He's in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And if you hit him, he said that if you hit him, he'll die.
Yeah.
You're,
I mean,
you're thinking too much. Neo's the one. He never misses.
He's the
oh,
one.
is that the thing? Oh, that must.
It's so
be
funny
it.
because, like, he even says, he is the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right when he grabs that rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, that bothered me for
Do
some
you believe
reason.
now? Do you believe now, Norman?
Norman.
Norman.
That should have been the best. That should have been his name.
Norman.
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 He did have a very stupid, like, name.
Christopher Anderson.
No, Thomas Anderson.
Thomas
Thomas
Anderson.
Anderson.
Thomas Anderson.
See,
So
that's
his name
what's-
is Tommy?
That's what throws me off. Like, how did they get Neo from Thomas?
Well, they didn't. It was just
It was his
his,
handle.
that's his
Oh, okay.
online
that was
persona.
his online handle.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said this. I said, why didn't they just take him to Morpheus before he went to work the next day? Like, because he went to okay. So she saw him at the club,
Yep.
and because he was supposed to follow the White Rabbit, and she comes in, says a few words, and then leaves. Well, then he gets up, goes to work the next day, gets his
No,
ass chewed
Yeah, because he was late.
because he was late. And then, like, so then Morpheus is like trying to talk him out of the building before the. Why didn't you just take him the night before whenever Trinity saw him. You had your hands on him right there in the club. There he is. Come on, let's go meet Morpheus. You're here. Like, why wouldn't you just take him then instead of like getting him caught? I understand that maybe it was like a test to try to get him.
No, I think it was more
trying to get him warmed up to the
idea.
idea.
They had to warm him up because he would not have gone for it.
All they had to do was introduce him to Morpheus. No. Morpheus is like, here, take this pill. He's like, okay, you know?
No, I don't think so, because I think that if, you hadn't been introduced to some of the things that he had been introduced to, like that thing in your belly button, for one, and then some guy tells you to take a pill, you'd be like, nah, I don't do drugs, man.
I don't know. I think that if they would have said, if Morpheus were to say the same thing without the whole thing with the agents and all that stuff, I think he still would have been curious enough to be like, all right, let's give this a try.
Nah, if I meet some random dude after meeting some
but
random
that's not
chick
anybody
in a club,
random.
I'm gonna say no, thank you.
But it's not anybody
drugs.
random to him. It's Morpheus. He's
don't know who Morpheus is.
Yes, he does.
He's
been looking for Morpheus.
That's right. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
but
if
he doesn't know what Morpheus looks like.
He didn't then either, though.
Well, no, not necessarily. There was pictures of Morpheus.
Oh, that's right. There were pictures of him on his computer.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, see,
I don't know
here's my thing on this. Okay, so maybe they were trying to get Neo warmed up to the idea. So they were just trying to introduce themselves and get him comfortable with them. It might have taken a little bit more freaky shit for him to be like, okay, well then I'll try this stuff. Like, how he got captured by the FBI or the agents, and how his mouth got sealed up and all that shit. When he woke up, it was a nightmare. But then when he went and got that fucking bug taken out of his gut, he was like, oh, okay, so this was real.
Right. And I get that.
Fuck?
Or maybe they wanted to be sure, and what Eric means by warming him up to the idea is they wanted to be sure that when they introduced the pills, he was going to take.
He was going to take. I think he still would have. I think that his character would have been curious enough to do that because he was still so bored with his own life that he would have done it.
Probably. No, I get what you're saying. I think that maybe it was more like they wanted it to be a sure thing.
Maybe. But I still believe that he would just take the pill out of pure curiosity.
We'll never know.
And also, because they also run a huge risk of losing Neo to the agents.
Yeah, I thought the same thing about that too.
But at the same time, I also know that Morpheus still had it in his mind already by this point that,
like, if he was the one, they weren't going to lose.
Exactly.
Him,
he was already told by the Oracle that he would find the one.
Yeah, and if he was the one, they weren't going to lose him. So that wasn't really a risk.
And I understand that part, but like I said, why wouldn't they just take him the night before and alleviate that whole issue inside his office building?
Well, I guess if it's not really a risk, then they're not really taking a risk, and then you're essentially giving yourself a sure win when you do introduce the pills.
Right. I guess. I mean, I guess it still extends the movie. I just feel like it was something that they could have cut if needed to.
If they needed to.
You know what I mean? And then just took him from the club
and also, it does help the audience to wrap their minds around what's going on.
That is true. Yeah. It's kind of, it's like a little buffer before you get into the main thing.
Sure.
Like, holy shit, And another thing, so that big ass machine that they used to remove that bug from his belly button, you're telling me that fucker just runs off of the lighter plug? That big machine they flip on and this
I
got
didn't
the
even
screen.
Thought about like
they just plug it into the fucking lighter. Like,
is that what they plugged it in?
Yeah, I was like, dude, that thing
I didn't notice that they plugged it in.
Yeah, lighters don't carry a lot of power.
I didn't know that. I didn't notice that they plugged it into anything.
Yeah,
they big ass router just. Put
yeah, they're like this big router and like this screen and everything, and like this whole X-ray machine all ran off this little lighter plug. Like bullshit. And you're telling me they just designed this just for the car?
Yeah.
Like you can't plug it in anywhere else. It's got to be in a car.
Sure. Well, maybe it has an adapter.
It's got to be on the
maybe
go.
like another adapter.
Like, they can put, it's got the European.
I could get behind
too.
that. I just don't understand how that thing's putting out enough. Maybe that's a really powerful.
Maybe they've got an extra battery just sat in there just for that occasion.
Maybe, I guess, just for that thing.
Yeah, they probably.
I just thought it was kind of. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of power coming to that little battery lighter.
They probably have the whole kit. You can take the thing out, and it's got the European adapter.
It's got to be on the
everything.
go. It's on the go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if it was going to be all that, why even have the plug at all? You know what I mean? Like it just runs. You know what I mean? Like it's got a battery source or something.
I know that it's all they had to go on, but it kind of. I mean, I remember the first time I watched this, and I had the same thought this time too, was watching it and going, like, it's awful fucking dreary for like them giving us the peak of civilization.
Yeah.
But then he explains that like we wouldn't have gone for it, like we wouldn't have, like it always collapsed anytime they gave us like perfect conditions. And I can understand that. I get behind that theory or that understanding. But you know, they say like the peak of civilization is 1999, and again, that's all they had to go on. But like, it's kind of weird, I guess, hearing that said out loud.
Yeah, because you're like, we've evolved quite a bit since then.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't say it's now, you know, but like,
yeah, that's true.
you know, I mean, maybe 1999 was the peak. You know, I don't know.
So, like, you know, in the beginning when the truck runs into the phone booth,
Uh-huh.
you know, it kills me. It was the truck backs out. There's nothing wrong with the front end of the truck. Like, you literally just
Put it
drove
through a fucking
through
brick
a
wall.
brick wall. Like the headlights and everything pristine, just a little dusty.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Well, you think
That's
that's bad.
that's the
So
only
they're,
thing
they're
I can
sitting here
think of.
talking about like freeing everybody and saving everybody.
Yeah,
And they're just running around killing everybody.
right.
Mhm.
Like
they're
everybody.
They're all agents.
They walked into that fucking building and just murdered all those security
you know,
guards. And
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the perks of being an agent, because you can just go in and create mass chaos and mayhem and just deleted.
deleted. Yeah, it's fucking. I don't understand that. I'm like, whatever, man.
I mean, that's got to be like the ultimate cheat code.
Yeah, like the part where they're in the building and like doing all the unnecessary flips. They're like flipping and like,
Yeah.
and they're like, they're hitting all these pillars and shit, but nothing else.
But dude, how cool would it be for them to just like plug a cartridge in and be like, I know Taekwondo.
Right.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, you know
Ugh.
how cool that would be to just like
Teach
sit there
me-
for 10 hours and like know all of. Hello.
Hey, that
Hi.
hand.
Know all of like.
I said no.
He's like, you're gonna teach me what do you say, jujitsu or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then he's like, I know kung fu.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know.
I thought you were learning jujitsu though. Like, what's going on?
Close your eyes and you automatically know how to fly a Black Hawk helicopter. Yeah.
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 Uploading like 30. We can't even get computers right
Right.
that fast.
Dude, how cool would that be though? Like, just learn whatever you want.
Just
The
but,
blink of
yeah,
an eye.
but then everybody would know everything, and what would be the point?
No,
Yeah.
we should only give that to certain people,
Like me.
like me.
Let's see here.
How does Morpheus' glasses just stay on?
He's got like this. He like
They-
does this.
you
I know
see,
they
they're spring
kinda, like-
loaded.
Yeah.
They're
I
spring
can't
loaded.
imagine that that's very comfortable. But
No,
they
Those
look
were
cool as fuck.
actually
You would not be able to move very
no,
fast.
those were actually real sunglasses that came out
Yeah, I remember.
because of the Matrix.
Yeah.
and they were not comfortable.
I
A
bet
friend of
they
mine
were.
had a pair, and like I hated
You-
it.
I
Like I,
mean,
tried
you
them on. I'm like,
literally-
why would you? These
I
are
can't
awful.
imagine. I'd always be afraid they're gonna fall off.
Yeah,
their
I mean,
face
I mean, you
They
move
wouldn't.
your head.
They wouldn't fall off, but
I
that's
can't-
part of the uncomfortable part of it because they're like squeezing your nose into oblivion.
yeah, that's weird, dude.
No.
I don't think I could do it.
No, I mean it'd
Be
be
a lot
good
of
for like if you had a
pressure.
cold,
Sinus infection.
you know, because then you could put it on and just be like, oh yeah,
Relieve
Relieve
Drain that nose.
yeah, relieve that pressure.
yeah. That'd be about all
Uh,
it's good for.
I really wish Mouse would have lived a little bit longer.
Oh yeah, that was so sad. It was really sad, but he went out with a bang, dude. He
Yeah,
was like,
I mean,
he did not give a shit. He's
Who's
like, yeah,
that?
bring it on, mouse.
Oh yeah, for real. And he picks up them two massive guns that are like
Yeah.
bigger than him.
Oh yeah.
He just starts blasting away.
Yeah, he didn't even give a shit too. He knew
That-
it was gonna happen.
I
He
was-
just stood up and took
It'd
it.
been better if he got like more action to it. And he like took out some people with, it, but he didn't take
didn't
nobody
take-
out.
he
They all
literally-
fucked
They
him
should have
up.
given him like
yeah,
a
they
better-
should have gave him something
what I'm
because he
saying.
literally served no purpose.
Yeah, I really wish they would have given him a little bit more.
I'm like, why? I was thinking like, why the fuck is he even there? If, like, like I understand why, like,
They should have let him take out at least like 2 or 3.
yeah,
guys
like let
down.
him kill a few. At least let him put like a few bullets in a agent or something.
Yeah.
So the part where down in the subway, the part where like he's getting ready to turn away and run, but he decides, fuck that, I'm gonna fight Smith, and he turns around. Dude, so fucking epic. Like that's badassery right there.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
badass moments. That's where your
Gives
your
the
balls have
chills.
dropped. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be
This-
good.
yeah.
And it was a good fight. And then but then he once he gets like he throws him into the train and blah blah blah. He comes back out of the train. He's like, no, I'm good. I've done I've done shown how much of a bad. I'm gonna run now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
time
I don't
to
want to
go.
fight you again.
Well, there's only so much you can do. Like when you
Right.
know that at a certain point you're not gonna like it's just gonna keep going. Like, you're human.
You
You
just
know?
got
I will
refreshed.
say-
I need to go.
I will
need a
say that
break.
this is the movie that turned. I mean, I know that before this, he was in like Speed and all these other action flicks, but
Yeah.
this one solidified him as
an
an action movie badass. Like this is the movie that did that for him. This
Yep.
is the movie that if it wasn't for this, he wouldn't be John Wick today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this movie made him a fucking household badass.
Yeah.
So kind of like he's on that level now with like, John McClane and that kind of shit because of this movie.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, dude, even more iconic than this character is definitely John Wick.
Yeah.
John Wick is by
Fucking
far
Bad
top
movie.
5 badasses of all time. So
I need to watch the third. I haven't seen that one yet.
they're on HBO Max, man.
Are they all
Yeah,
three?
All 3 of them.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna watch it probably
Yep.
this weekend.
All 3 of them are on there. So last thing I got is so I do love me some Rage Against the Machine though.
Dude, the
At the
soundtrack
end,
is
the soundtrack
killer.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love Rage Against the Machine. So like at the end of the movie where it kicks into the rage, and I'm like,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, the soundtrack's killer.
I got a question though. Switch. Why is she the only one wearing white? Is it because she had blonde hair?
I don't know. She's also the only one that you can see her nipples through her shirt.
I have some
didn't
trivia
pay
about
too much on
Switch.
that. Okay,
She a lesbian?
we'll
She's
get
not a
into that.
lesbian because she's with
I don't
Is
know
it
if I can
Jax?
explain. I can't really explain the
Pac?
white,
It's
but
not
Yeah,
Pac, is it Pac?
Apex?
APOC.
APOC, yeah. APOC.
Are we thinking of a wrestler?
Maybe.
It's definitely a wrestler.
Ajax.
Like I know there's like it's not Tupac because that's obviously Tupac. Who's the wrestler in X-Pac? I'm thinking of X-Pac.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. He was
Say-
part of DX. They do the song.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna say Alec can answer that because like he's,
Yeah, Alec
he's
knows
a,
everything.
He's a
Well,
wrestler guy.
that was our
Yeah.
time,
He
man.
just messaged
Yeah.
me and told me, give me, good luck on the show and all that. He said, you got this. So thank you, Alec.
You'll be on next week, man.
Yep.
That's a little bit of for everybody. Alec will be on next week, and he picked the movie for next week.
Yep.
So
We'll
Um,
get into that.
yeah, we'll get into that towards the end here. But that's all I got on
Yeah,
my
that's-
notes. That's all I
so-
got for
That's
notes.
all the notes I had too.
Yeah, that's really all I had too. So let's get into the reviews. Joseph, what did you think about the movie, and would you recommend?
I don't even remember I don't even remember this coming out. I just remember the first time I seen it at home. It was a good fucking movie, and it's still iconic to this day. I love this movie, and I own all 3 of them. I don't own the 4th one because I honestly didn't care for it all that much.
Which one was it? Like they made an anime at front.
Oh, that was the Animatrix, which is
Yeah.
it fills in a lot of the stories
Does it?
of like around the Matrix, the first 3 movies. So like how that kid in the second and third one, how Neo saved him, and some of the other things, and then how they scorched the skies and stuff like that. They show that, and I used to have that actually, the Animatrix.
Yeah, I've never watched that one.
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
it'll
might
it'll
check
fill
it
in a
out.
lot of like questions that you might have about the 3 movies.
Okay.
So, but this movie is it's one of those movies that it's undying. You know what I mean? It's an instant cult. It's a good movie, and we'll say that about a lot of movies, but this movie really did define what your 2000s movies and beyond would turn into. Because before this, you didn't have anything like this.
Yeah.
Nothing near on the scope that this movie, especially the second and third movies, what those became. Like, this movie did something completely different. It was wild, outrageous. People were almost confused by it because they didn't understand what the fuck it even meant or what computers were even capable of doing.
Right.
It set
So-
the stage for those movies were like, oh no, it's about this, and you're like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just,
it's not.
it's just this.
It's just this. Like, some people probably
calm
out there,
down.
some people out there probably have like some underlying like reasoning behind
the
this movie.
Gremlins is about
Yeah.
capitalism. and-
Whereas I'm like with the Matrix, I'm like, no, it's just about a computer and a bunch of machines, and essentially it's
we're batteries.
yeah, we're batteries. We're Energizer batteries.
Yeah.
But for this movie, I think I'm gonna go You got to give it I'm gonna give it 7.5. 7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna give it a 7, but man, I don't know. It's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7.5 is plenty good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Karen, what do you think? What do you?
Well, I mean, you know, it's iconic. Everybody loves it, and there's so many things about it, in my opinion, that just didn't age very well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the technology obviously doesn't age well in any movie.
Yeah, you're not
when
wrong there.
when it's the centralized part of the plot.
And they had to have known that.
Well, and no matter what you do in a movie like this, when the technology is the central focus of the film, there's no way around that.
Yeah.
You can't get around that. So that I can't really fault the movie for that, because there's no way around that when you're making a movie like this where the technology is that central focus. But it does kind of take you out of it a little bit when you're watching it, because you're like, man, that phone, nope. You know, I mean, it just stuff like that. The cheesiness, you know, the Neo and the One and the Morpheus and the. You know,
That's
back
quality
then,
goodness.
Yeah, that back then it was badass, and now it's just cheesy.
Yeah.
All
the leather,
all the leather,
and the sunglasses, and
yeah,
and the long trench coats,
the '90s goth scene.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah. It is not aged well.
No, that kind of stuff. And I guess, you know, maybe they were trying to draw a stark difference between the you know, the gray, terrible blah of the real world to the, I don't know,
movies around
Matrix.
Movies around that time were all like, a lot of them were '90s goth scene based. I mean, you had Blade that was coming out around the same time. You got
that's very true.
A lot of those movies around that time were '90s gothic, early 2000s gothic scene based.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, so I mean, I guess like because of the cheese and stuff, I kind of have to take it off a little bit, and I'm gonna go 6.5.
I don't blame you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that just,
I understand what you're saying.
It
is kind of, it hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
No, and it's still iconic. I would never tell anybody that they shouldn't watch it.
Like, if you would have asked me back in '99, I'd have been like, dude, this movie is easily an 8.5.
Oh, this movie is gonna go on to be like amazing. I mean, and it's like a 9.5.
Eventually, I don't think it's there yet, but I think eventually down the road, this movie will become just like an all-time fucking cult classic. You know, give it another 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, no.
When it came out, I went as Neo's for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that was...
And it's not that I hate the movie.
And he wasn't trying to shoot up his skull.
No. I'm not trying, you know, I'm not hating on the movie. 6.5 is not, to me, bad.
No, not at all.
It's
just hasn't aged well.
Yeah, and I would watch it again, and I'd tell other people to watch it. It's not a bad movie at all. There's lots of things that I like about it.
Especially the music.
Yeah, the music's amazing.
Yeah.
We didn't even really touch on that.
And I love the story. Okay, like, you know,
the story
us
is
scorching
the best part,
the earth, trying to take care of the machines, us becoming their batteries. You know, them creating this perfect utopia for us, so we'll stay asleep and be their batteries. There's nothing more iconic than that. You cannot create a more iconic story than that.
That's true.
That's the strongest thing about it. If they could have given it
speaks in volumes whenever it says we essentially created our own slavery.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. You can't create a more iconic story than that. It's just
especially think about nowadays when they're talking about AI and all this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
damn.
Okay.
You start seeing these things like, hold on, I saw this shit in Terminator.
I think what they did wrong was
wait a second.
Yeah.
They created too much ageism in the movie with the fashion, the technology, and again, some of it couldn't have been helped, some of it could have been, and the cheesiness.
Yeah.
But the story is what bumps it.
It's true. The story is it is top notch.
Yeah.
And you don't get that a lot with a lot of movies either, man, because like, for instance, Terminator 2, man, like that's just a top notch grade A story. And it's simple. It doesn't. It's not overdone. There's not a bunch of stupid padding or to make you feel stupid or anything. And they don't even go into huge detail with the whole time travel thing. They're like, nope, it's time travel. It exists.
But what that movie does right is it doesn't rely on the technology of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
To tell the story,
and
it doesn't rely on that time to tell the story.
Right.
So you don't.
That's
rel-
why Terminator and Terminator 2 are ageless. that
Correct. You can watch
them.
those, and you're
Especially
not.
2.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
you're watching those, and they can be more iconic
Right.
than the Matrix, because the Matrix relies so heavily on those items that it almost dings it. Well, it does ding it for me, because it just takes that iconic story and it kind of draws it down a little.
Right.
Is kind of where I'm going with that. But so 6.5 for me.
What about you, Eric?
So I mean, I love the score. I love the music.
Oh, the score is bad. We
I
didn't
mean,
even talk about the music really, but the
Oh,
score.
yeah.
I love the score and the
I
mu-
actually
movie.
went back and downloaded the soundtrack
Yeah.
after watching the movie, because I remembered that I owned the soundtrack, because there was one song that plays like when they first see the girl in red and they're walking down the street,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh,
Where is that song?
oh, I remember.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, so I went back and downloaded that song
Hitting on
in
flashbacks.
particular.
It does make me want to get on Spotify and find the Matrix soundtrack. Like
I
Right.
did,
hear some of this
I
shit.
did, and I didn't download the whole thing. I just found the songs that I missed and wanted. But
Speaking
yeah.
of Spotify, we're there too.
Yeah, we're there. Hello.
Hi, we're on Spotify and Amazon and Google and Apple. Look for us.
And YouTube.
And YouTube. If you're not watching us on YouTube
Yeah.
right now.
Looking
YouTube.
at our faces.
Our faces, yeah. And we're on Facebook, so find our group and all that good stuff. And Twitter twatter.
I like the dialogue. I mean, it had some good dialogue in this movie. I mean, great acting.
Mhm.
You
Oh yeah, the
I mean,
acting. Yeah.
was
hmm
on par. So I mean, honestly, my review was probably I'd probably give it an 8. I
Okay.
really enjoyed the movie. It was one of those movies growing up that I just, it was one of the better movies coming out,
hmm
and I just,
You have that nostalgia factor.
I have that
Yeah.
nostalgia to it a little bit.
hmm
See, the thing
Uh,
is like we can sit back and say that like, oh, the what they're wearing, the technology, all that stuff,
And that's around,
it hasn't aged well. Like, yeah, but it's the shit we grew up on.
yeah,
Like,
Sure, yeah.
that's around the time you guys were in high school. We all started actually hanging around each other.
Yeah.
And I was the little brother that was the cock block to my sister.
And he was also the one who was like, I'm gonna wear this long, cool trench coat.
Yeah. Oh, I love that thing. But I thought I was going to grow up to be the dude from Grandma's Boy.
Oh shit! I'm glad you didn't, dude.
Yeah.
Good God, man.
You wanted robot
I wanted
legs.
robot legs.
Oh man, I'm glad you
How
didn't.
did you see me?
How you see me? You're fucking weird.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like I said, I have to give it an 8 for a lot of aspects,
Mhm.
So that's where it is for me. So,
Not too far off. I mean,
Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, so let's go into the Rotten Tomato.
You got your. Oh, what'd you do? Write it down.
Oh, I wrote down the score.
Oh, you just wrote it down.
I wrote
Okay.
it down.
did
So
you?
Did you write
Yeah.
down any of the bad
Reviews?
reviews or anything?
You gotta
I
read
have-
bad
I
reviews.
have some on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He came better prepared than us because
Oh,
we would have been like,
I
hold on, I
just
gotta
do
find
I
it.
just do it live.
I'm
I'm
like, hold on,
like,
I gotta hold on a second. Give me a
No,
second.
I
here.
usually bring it up while everybody else is
I have
talking.
Oh.
two- I have
That's what
two
I usually do.
back-to-back. One, but we'll get into that. So,
All right.
what do you think the critic score is, Joseph?
Oh, it's high. I think it's.
I bet it is high.
I'm gonna go 92.
Ooh,
92.
that high?
Yeah, I'm going
92, huh?
Mhm.
I'm gonna $2 downer and go 90.
Joseph is closer.
Fuck you, Joseph.
88.
88.
Really?
Damn, I was really close.
88 for the critic score.
Yeah.
Damn. All
So,
right.
what do you think the audience score is?
Oh, I still think it's high. I'm going 90
Oh, I know it's still high. Yeah. Oh, what are you taking my numbers for, man?
because you can fuck off. That's why.
Fine then. I'm going $2 down on you again. Nah, hold on a minute, because I don't know if it's. I'm gonna $1 down and go 89.
Joseph will take this
Son
one
of a
too.
bitch.
It's 85.
Damn. Like
The
really
audience.
close.
Damn.
Fuck you, Karen.
No, fuck
So-
you, Joseph.
We go by reading like the low scores now, or do
Usually you want to do a critics consensus.
Yeah, what's the critics' consensus?
Okay,
and then do
That was
if you can
something
find
else.
a bad score or
what-
bad
where
review
would
or two.
I
Yeah.
find the critic consensus?
It's
it
right
should
at the
be
top,
right
just
below
under,
the
just under the score.
Oh, come on, refresh.
It's his first time.
Critic consensus. Yeah, give me a second here. Critic consensus. Thanks to the Wachowskis' imaginative vision, The Matrix is a smartly crafted combination of spectacular action and groundbreaking special effects. So read critic reviews.
That sounds about what a critic would say about this movie.
For 1999.
Yeah, or ever. It's gold.
It's amazing.
It's
This
amazing.
one really doesn't give a score. It's just got that little splat.
Yeah, that means that it's bad.
So
They didn't like it.
It's rotten.
Yeah.
this one is says
No,
the
are you doing the review? Are you doing the critics?
critics review.
Don't do critics. The critics are dumb.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
find people.
Yeah, you got to
audience-
find actual
should I
people.
Go with the audience score.
Yeah,
then?
go to audience.
Go
and
down
find
to
like
audience
1 and
reviews.
2 stars, or even half stars. Half stars are better.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do I find?
they're all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. And sometimes you like the ones last week. I
You gotta
had
click, like,
I
the blue
actually had to
button.
search for them because
Oh,
they were
really?
like on a
Blue button.
separate page. It was the first time I'd ever seen that.
Hmm.
To find a bad one. Yeah, sometimes you do. And this is The Matrix, so you may not be able to find a bad one.
2,500 plus reviews.
I just scroll for a minute, I guess, and if you can't find any bad ones, because sometimes, I mean, this is
If
The
you can't
Matrix.
find it, it's not a big deal. We don't
Yeah.
always do bad reviews.
Yeah, we can't. Sometimes we can't find them. Is there anything about there being episodes?
I was on the 4th episode.
The critic reviews. There was one I found kind of funny. Let me see.
Oh, just read that one, then it's fine.
Let me find the second page. It's
Yeah,
one
sometimes
that I
critics sound
picked
like
up.
jackasses too.
Mm-hmm. We just like the viewers though because they tend to be the funniest.
Yeah, because they're dumber.
Hey, we're viewers too though.
Sometimes we're dumb.
That's very true. There's times I'm listening.
I don't
to us-
like it. Why? Because I don't.
Yeah. There's times I'm listening to us later and I'm like, oh, that's wrong. Shit.
Damn.
And I knew that too, and I didn't call it out.
We're not
fuck
professionals,
is it?
people.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
I had these ones pulled up, and then one says Wachowskis have borrowed bits from here, there, and everywhere, and they have ended up creating a 2-hour and 15-minute jumble of cultural and philosophical references with violence to spare, but precious little clarity over logic.
Wow, way to overthink it.
Yeah. Like I said, I had a couple up here.
You gotta love it when critics give a bad one, but they're in the minority.
Yeah.
With like all the other critics are like, this is amazing.
This is
and there's-
amazing. Yeah, but look
and
at it from my perspective.
It's like the 9 out of 10 dentists
Yeah.
recommend, and there's
Yeah.
that one dentist.
That one
like,
dentist,
but I
like,
hated this.
but it's
fucking,
not good.
I hated this fucking toothbrush.
He's usually the one dentist that didn't get bought out by the toothpaste company. He's like, no, this shit sucks. Do not put this in your mouth. Like, in this case-
maybe we're all brainwashed.
Maybe
Maybe
I mean,
we're all bought
yeah,
out,
maybe
but
they're
this-
like
this
the one.
guy
This
actually
one
has
critic
a
is like,
point.
don't watch this. Don't put this in your eyeballs. You don't want to watch this.
We've
Right.
all been brainwashed.
Well, we've
that
all
guy
been-
actually
yeah.
has a point.
Yeah, we've all read too many fucking reviews. We're like, no, they said it's good, so it's got to be
That's
good.
it's amazing.
Okay, here they are. Here's 2 of them back to back. It's a original score 1 out of 4. It's astonishing that so much money, talent, technical expertise, and visual imagination can be put in the service of something so stupid.
That's a lot to say for having nothing to say.
Right, because I don't understand what he thought was so stupid about it.
Right, like
Yeah.
you literally said nothing. You
Yeah.
just said it was stupid.
That's exactly. You said it was stupid in a lot of words.
That's what I said.
That was it,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. You said
That's
that
all
was
you
a
said
lot of
was
words
it's
to say
stupid.
nothing.
You could have literally just
you gave
said
no
this is
reasoning
stupid.
at all.
Right.
Yeah, you could have just said this is stupid, and it would have meant the same.
Yeah.
And then the second one here says a blast of Hollycon glitz that never approaches the stylistic cohesiveness of, say, John Woo's Face Off, or the charisma of that film's propulsive star John Travolta. C+.
Wait.
Why are we
Wait.
comparing this to Face
That's
Off
what
and
I was
John
getting ready to say.
Travolta?
Like, what?
Nothing about this is the same. Nothing.
But those are a couple critics.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't even understand.
I need to
Like,
understand why. Did he just get done watching Face Off? And
I just
loved
watched
it?
Face Off, and I love this so much more than
So
the
every
Matrix.
every movie from now on, he has to compare to Face
Yeah.
Off because that's his favorite new movie.
All right, fuck it. From now on, I'm comparing everything I ever watched.
Everything we watch from now on has to be compared to Face Off.
No, not Face Off. I'm comparing everything I watch to just any Nicolas Cage movie.
Mm.
Or better yet, how about Scare
Raising
Package?
Arizona. Raising Arizona.
Scare Package.
Oh, Scare
I'm
Package?
comparing it all to. It's not as good as Scare Package. Sorry.
Mm.
About the lowest
Mm.
audience score I could find is a 2.5 star, and it says, "I will give credit that this movie really did impact the world of cinema, but that doesn't change the fact that I still can't get into this movie."
That's fine.
I mean, that's
And
fine.
that's an
that's
honest
okay.
review.
Good
That is
review.
okay. Yeah, I'm
I
okay
mean,
with
that's
this.
their honest
Mhm.
opinion.
Yeah,
and that's,
I just can't get into it, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And a
everyone
lot,
has
and
that.
and honestly, The Matrix is not for everybody.
no,
Right.
Some people were like,
Mhm.
I don't like this, and I don't want to like it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, it's just not for me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gave you guys a lot of shit last week, but I get it. I mean, if you can't
Right.
get into it, you can't get into it, and that's okay. I mean, it's
I still thought she was going to kill me.
oh my god.
You're just thinking like any
still
moment
watching the
now, this
second
door's
one
gonna
at some
fly open
point.
and I'm gonna go out.
We're still watching the second one at some point, but
Just one of these random ass.
But
fucking
watch,
days.
it'd be
It'll be a
hilarious.
year or two from now. You're like randomly Scare Package 2.
But you know what would be hilarious though? We watch it and I'm like, so it was hot dog shit, right? And you guys be like, no,
No,
really,
actually, I
I loved
liked
it.
it.
Like, son of a bitch.
Okay, I just found a 1 star. This movie is not bad as a standalone film, but the fact that Lyle was Neo, what's it? Lyle, 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 was Neo the whole time pissed me off because he looks nothing like Harold or even Hanson and would never take a pill that wasn't green. Like, what the fuck? And the fact that Pinhead aged up 40 years and is now older than the ageless god Lyle was downright sacrilegious.
I have so many questions.
I'm
What
so
the
thrown
fuck?
off
Did
by
I watch
this.
the wrong movie?
What movie did we watch?
Did I
don't
watch
know.
the wrong movie?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Shit, did well, what's this Lyle? Who's this
Who's
Lyle?
Lyle? And
That's
when
where I'm
did
thrown
And
Pinhead?
off.
why?
Lyle,
Yeah,
like, what the
where's
fuck?
Pinhead at?
Yeah.
I didn't see
That's-
Pinhead in this
that's literally
movie.
what it
So
says.
hold on now. Are they referring to Pinhead as in
I'm
Agent
thinking-
Smith? Because I could see somebody confusing.
No, I totally went Hellraiser Pinhead.
Yeah, like that's what I was getting from this review, but yeah.
But what's he doing in the Matrix? Well, I mean, I guess he could be
He
in the
could
Matrix.
be.
He could
I
be.
mean-
It was very, like I said, very 90s
Yeah.
leathery, trench coats.
Ah, the leather. That's the connection.
Oh yeah, the bondage stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
connection. But
if-
who's Lyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's Lyle
Okay, and Harry? Was there a Harry? Did I hear Harry?
or Harold? It was
Harold.
a Harold.
Harold and even Hanson.
Harold and what do they have to do with it? They made one good song. Well, not even good, but
I
it
don't
was
know
a
if it's-
song.
Is he referring to Hanson as in the
Evan.
band
Yeah,
or a
Evan
I
person?
thought
Hansen.
so.
Yeah, Evan.
Evan
not even.
Hansen.
Evan
Oh.
Hansen, my bad.
I have no what the. I just that's it.
That's
Yeah.
the best
That's what I
review
got
ever.
for. I don't even.
That's our second best review ever.
I'm
That's
saying not
that's
the
right
first. It's not up
no,
there with the
but no,
episodes.
because the episodes, and then we go to
Pinhead-
this one that has Hellraiser.
Pinhead,
And,
Hanson, and Lyle.
that's amazing. That's
Lyle,
amazing.
Lyle, a crocodile.
Yeah, and
Fuck, sure, man.
ageless god Lyle was downright sacrilege. Okay.
Ageless God Lyle.
I want to know what he was smoking when he watched.
Right,
the
he's
movie.
like, dude, I'm so high. Let's watch
It's
the
like
Matrix.
having like 3 monitors running at the same time.
He was watching like 4 different movies.
4
at
different
once.
movies
He had
at
to
once.
have been.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that's
That is great.
That's that.
I'm impressed.
That is great. That
I'm
is
very
impressive.
impressed. Yeah.
That is
I was
impressive.
surprised I found that. Like I said, they have literally 2,500 plus reviews for audience.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Or 250,000 plus ratings for audience.
Holy shit. Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah. So
All right.
there's that. We'll do some recast. What do you think this movie could be?
Karen, you go first.
What do you think this movie could be?
No, let's let
And
the host go first.
I think maybe a comedy.
I thought we
Maybe
were just
they
gonna
could go
like
with a comedy.
all
on
go
that.
in.
We'll
Oh.
do it. We'll do it towards the end.
Yeah. Okay. So
But, like,
I thought maybe
I
like
just want
a
to see the
comedy.
recast.
And as I said, maybe Kevin Hart as Morpheus. Person playing.
I have Kevin Hart in my lineup.
Okay.
So.
Person playing Neo as a comedy. You know what? I will go with. Fuck. good comedy person
For Neo?
for Neo.
Here, let me assist you. Okay, so I'm going Kevin Hart for Neo.
Okay.
Kevin Hart for Neo because he's short.
You know, better yet, I'll make The Rock as Neo, and make Kevin
I don't even
Hart,
have The Rock anywhere in this.
Make Kevin Hart Morpheus, because then he can act like Neo's dad and be fucking
Okay, I can get
calling
behind
him
that.
out.
I can get behind
That's
that.
actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty
Uh,
funny. But who's Trinity?
Oh man, you know what? Wanda Sykes.
Fuck you, man. That was my Trinity.
Oh,
I
fuck
swear
you.
to God, I
I
even wrote
called
it
it.
down.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking great, dude. I swear to God, I had Wanda Sykes for Trinity.
You guys are good at this.
But
That's
I mean, I
amazing.
think Wanda Sykes would be better
Yeah.
off with Neo, with Kevin Hart as
So-
a love interest.
So I've got Kevin Hart as Neo, Wanda Sykes as Trinity, and I've got Danny DeVito as Morpheus. Come on,
Yeah.
dude. Could you
That would
imagine
be
his
funny.
little fat fucking ass running around that ship? And you know his ass is naked all the time.
Oh yeah.
Especially if this is a comedy.
Yeah. No shit.
Or just in some skivvies, you know, just some whitey tighties, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking A, dude. That's great. You had fucking
And they have
Wanda
to be-
Sykes for
Yeah.
Trinity, dude. That's amazing.
They have to be slightly dirty too, if he's gonna wear the tighty whities.
Oh,
I
for
think, you know
sure.
what I mean?
Well, everything in the ship is already dirty.
That's
He's gonna
true.
fit right in.
That's true.
He's gonna fit right in, man.
That's true. So we agree it has to be a comedy though.
If you want,
I mean,
yeah.
that's where
Yeah.
we and him went. I mean, if you want to take it as a horror,
No, I
or
would
even
say-
a fucking drama. You know,
Yeah.
that'd be funny.
No, I
Rom-com.
can't top that. I'm not even gonna try.
You got nothing?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, dude.
Add to it.
Nope. Nope, I got nothing. Next time I'll have to write
I'll tell you what
something
we'll
down.
do. Instead of Kevin Hart as Neo, we're gonna use the dude from Grandma's Boy as Neo.
Okay. Yeah.
Even better.
I can
and
get
and
in
then
with that.
Wanda
How could he
Sykes.
see me?
Wanda Sykes as Trinity, because you know at some point she's gonna smack the fuck out
Oh
of him.
yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
She's gonna
That's
smack the fuck
hilarious.
out of him.
Yeah. Boy, get your head on straight.
Get your head on straight, boy. What are you doing? Oh my god, that would be great. I would watch that. I'd watch the shit
Imagine
out
him
of
doing
that.
the bullet thing.
Yeah,
But
like
he fucks up, you know, he
I
can't even like
like,
he can't yeah.
I still, yeah, maybe, like I said, I still think Kevin Hart should be Morpheus, and then we have Grandma's Boy as Neo, and then Wanda Sykes as Trinity.
who was it? Okay, so
Kevin Hart is Morpheus. You got the dude.
I
plays
still like
Grandma-
Danny DeVito as Morpheus. I think that's a great.
If
pick.
we're recasting Neo, then we should recast Danny DeVito. But
Ma-
keep Wanda
maybe,
Sykes.
Maybe Danny,
definitely keep Wanda
maybe-
Sykes,
may-
obviously.
Maybe Danny DeVito as Neo.
Oh boy. No, I don't know, man. I feel like he'd just be like, I don't know, man. I can bend. I don't know. Could
No,
you
I
imagine
still-
him making that jump?
Or recast the Matrix people as people from Sunny.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like everybody from It's Always Sunny
Yeah,
as the Matrix people.
yeah.
So like Mac would be like, I think Mac would have to be
Tank.
no.
No,
Operator.
I could see Mac and Dennis being Tank and his brother.
I'm talking about the main crew. So like obviously D would have to be Trinity.
Oh, I got you.
So and then you've got I'd have to man, who do you put
Should
in
be
Neo?
an awful Trinity.
Who would you put in for Neo? Well, of course you would. They'd all be awful versions of
That's,
these
Yeah.
characters
that's fair.
regardless.
That's fair.
So like I would say I'm gonna go with Charlie.
Charlie for Neo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
No, hold
Wild
on.
card bitches.
What'd you say?
Wild card bitches.
Oh yeah, the wild card bitches. Oh my god.
Dennis would be Morpheus.
Do you think Dennis would be Morpheus? I still think that no,
Just because
because
In this
if
case, it'd be
Charlie's gonna be
Danny.
Neo,
It'd be DeVito.
then Danny DeVito would have to be Morpheus.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
And then you're
yeah,
gonna
I
have
guess I was just thinking of like Dennis's narcissism.
no. Dennis would have to be who's the blonde chick?
Switch.
Switch. He's definitely Switch, dressed up the same way,
Wait till you hear the trivia.
where
on
he's
her.
got the nipples and stuff showing, and
Nipple
then
clamps with the chains.
yeah, and then Mac is totally APOC.
Wait till you hear the trivia on Switch. That'll be even more hilarious.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I can't
Great.
wait.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right, let's get
that's
into trivia.
awesome.
Oh.
We've done. We're done with this.
Yeah, we're
We're
done.
done.
We're ready for the trivia. We're
You're-
excited about the
you're ready
trivia
for
now.
that.
Like, we're ready for the trivia.
We're ready now. Let's go trivia, Karen.
All right. So, To prepare for the scene where he wakes up in a pod, Keanu lost 15 pounds and shaved his whole body to look emaciated.
He's extremely skinny in this movie. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I agree. After the lobby shootout, the camera pans back, showing the aftermath of the gunfight. And after a moment, it passes along and a large chunk falls off of one of the pillars.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, this was not planned, but it was left in for effect.
That was
Totally.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I thought it was
totally
done on
worth it.
purpose because
Nope,
it was effective.
Yeah.
it
Definitely,
was.
yeah.
So they left it in. At the director's request, the actors must be able to understand the Matrix, not only as a film but as a philosophy. So simulacra and simulation. This is the book that Neo hides things in, and it explores the concept of simulation and hyperreality. It's a real book. Was required reading for the cast and crew. Keanu Reeves was able to explain all the philosophical nuances involved and to the cast and crew who didn't understand it. And Carrie-Anne Moss has commented that she had difficulty with the process. It doesn't surprise me that he was the one that got it.
Who's that?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
He's a very
Intellectual.
He's a very intellectual and philosophical person. Yeah,
introspective.
He's got he understands philosophy and things like that in that nature. He's almost like a very spirited person. You know what I mean?
Well, I
like,
think he's very content with being alone. He's very content with himself. So he's just reading and being introspective.
he puts me in the mind of an introvert.
Yeah.
So that's what I think he is. Honestly,
Oh, he is.
Oh,
He is
definitely.
100%.
So, and he seems like the type of guy that would be like a friendly neighbor, but you're also like, is he a murderer? You know what I mean? Like, could he be killing people?
No,
You know what
I
mean?
think he's absolutely probably one of the most nice people.
Oh,
in
I'm
the
sure, but I'm
world,
saying
but,
if you
like,
didn't know.
Oh
him.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
sure,
there's so many
sure.
stories about how nice.
Oh,
he
he's-
Oh yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he'd go out and feed the homeless, and
Yeah.
sit there and have breakfast with the homeless and shit. Just
Yeah.
sit there on
and
the
just
street.
chit chat with him.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
no issue, no problem.
He's a
Yeah.
super cool. I mean, I wish another
love
one
to meet
person
the
I wish
guy.
was my dad.
Be
He's not that
awesome
much
to meet.
older than we
I know,
are.
he's not. Well, no, he's 50, 55, something like that.
Somewhat. He's
Yeah, so
guess he's still- he
yeah,
would have
still not that much older.
I was gonna say
though.
he would have to be had to have been pretty young to have us, but
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not that much older.
he would
is
have.
what I'm
If
getting
he's
at.
55, he would have had to have been like 19 when
Yeah.
he had me. So,
Yeah.
it's still possible.
yeah,
Plausible.
plausible.
Carrie-Anne Moss actually performed most of her stunts in this film.
That don't surprise
That
me.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. In 2012, The Matrix was selected for preservation in the National Film Registration Archives for being culturally, historical, and aesthetically significant. That doesn't surprise
That
me
doesn't
either.
surprise me at all.
The studio insisted on a lot of explanatory dialogue. We talked about that. And here's the Switch thing. When Belinda McCleary auditioned for the role of Switch, she was only supposed to play half the role. The character was originally planned to be played by androgynous actors. In the real world, Switch would be male, and in The Matrix, female. Hence the name Switch.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Warner Brothers refined.
So Dennis makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would want him as Switch on the ship. Though,
But then you
too.
could have.
Yeah.
But then you.
But
could
he'd
have
have to
it,
dress up like a woman.
But then you could
Yeah.
have it. It could be Dennis and Dee
Ooh.
because they're twins.
Yeah, because they're twins. That's a good idea.
Yeah. See.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Trinity be played by the waitress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And nobody remembers that it's Trinity though. Every time she shows up, they're like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she just saved all their asses
Yeah.
or something, you know.
But that's a
Um,
good idea though for Switch. Dennis and yeah, that's
Indeed.
awesome. I didn't think
Um,
about that.
This says Warner
It's
Brothers.
all coming together. Our Matrix. It's always sunny.
Sunny.
They call it "It's Always Sunny in the Matrix."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
Sunny in the Matrix. Our little
Maybe
spin-off.
It's always sunny.
I'm telling you,
just come
dude,
up with,
we're
like, a
writing it,
spoof
man.
From it.
We need
Oh,
to get
yeah.
a hold of these guys. I'm like, they have a podcast too. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we want to be on your show. We want to
I watched
pitch you
the
guys
episode,
an idea.
or I listened to the episode where he was talking about his Tesla. Did you hear that one? The guy who plays Dennis.
Like in their podcast.
Yeah,
I haven't really
he's
watched
actually like
rest
the
of podcast.
nicest one in real life.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a Tesla. And
Oh, he's also the one who voices Fred in the new Velma show. And I'm just like, I feel bad for him. Like, dude, like you took the shittiest role. Like,
I just thought of something. Okay, you remember how I said it's always wild card bitches, right? So when the Sentinels first find them, they're just sitting there like whole quiet and shit. Fucking Charlie, it's wild card bitches.
Wild card bitches. He would too.
He would.
Turn the EMP on.
I am so surprised he's not dead yet. But dude, me and Madison have a shared love for Charlie.
Charlie's the
everybody
best.
He is
Everybody
my
loves
favorite
Charlie.
fucking character in that show.
Everybody
I love
loves
him to
Charlie.
death.
What's your spaghetti policy here?
Yeah, what's your spaghetti? I just watched that episode. What's your spaghetti policy here? I love that episode.
Got no
It's not my
breaks.
birthday.
I cut the line.
But then like at the end they like had all these things made up for him for his birthday that they tried to depict from his pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them was like a bird hat or some shit. Or no, it was a worm hat. It was like a bunch of worms on a hat. I'm like, he's like a worm hat, okay. You know, like this is fucking retarded. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
You gotta watch The Wedding Massacre.
I'm
though.
getting there, man. I'm getting through it.
My favorite one.
I need to actually sit down and start watching the show. I see like bits and clips and all that. Like I've seen some.
You gotta watch it.
Seen some of them. I
So
just haven't
okay,
watched
so
all of
the
them
last
yet.
episode we watched, I had to quit watching it during dinner because obviously I eat dinner with my kids too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the last episode that we watched was the Jersey Shore episode. So there's a part where they're like we got to go under the decks or under the boardwalk.
Oh,
They go into the boardwalk and like they
Oh, no.
freak out because there's a bum fucking another bum.
Yeah, I
in the
was
butt.
gonna say, oh no.
And I'm like, I just look back at Crystal. She's like, we're not watching this anymore during dinner. So I'm like, God damn it! Like fucking bums had to ruin it.
It gets progressively worse as the seasons.
I'm
go
sure it
on,
does because
yeah.
like even in like the Christmas episode, they're like dropping F bombs and shit. I'm like, that doesn't bother me. Kids hear,
No, yeah, I mean,
you know, they hear that shit all the time.
Mm.
But like for them to see two bums, like to see
Just
one bum
banging.
banging another bum in the butt, you know what I mean? Like that's so funny because one bum's banging the other bum in the bum.
Yeah. So many bums.
A lot of bums in that sentence.
Yeah, a lot of bums. So like, but like I was like, all right, yeah, I understand now. Like it does. It's getting worse. That was a good episode though.
Yeah. But I use this term lightly. They said Warner Brothers refined, and so I say refined the idea, and it became a single female role. The Wachowskis, who at the time had considered gender reassignment surgery and eventually did, stated that there were trans elements in the film, and this was supposed to be one of them.
For Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In Greek mythology, Morpheus is the god of dreams. This is kind of ironic because Morpheus awakens people from the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
This also won all 4 categories that it was nominated for that year at the Academy Awards. This is the largest clean sweep of nominated categories for a film not nominated for Best Picture. Will Smith was asked to play Neo but turned it down to be in Wild Wild West.
Yep.
He doesn't regret the decision as he believes he would have messed up the role.
He's even said that. He said, could you imagine anybody other than Keanu?
Yeah, he
Reeves
said
doing this?"
Keanu was brilliant
I'm
as
so
Neo.
glad.
That's what he said too. He said Keanu did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he doesn't regret it.
right.
No.
He's went on. I think I saw a video of him saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By 2002, the bullet time sequence had been spoofed in over 20 different movies. In the early stages of what was to become the bullet time sequence, gimbals and dollies were constructed in the hope of creating the effect the old-fashioned way. But after many futile attempts and tests and broken dollies, they had to go with computer graphics in order to achieve the effect.
It makes sense. I think that the computer graphics for that scene is a little bit retarded. Like the
Mhm.
waves through the
They
air.
really tried practical effects many times. Like this said
I
that-
just think that the waves that
Mhm.
it creates, the circle of
Mhm.
waves, like I thought that was kind of dumb.
Mhm.
I did like it though whenever the helicopter hit the building and created that wave in the glass
Yeah.
before it blew up
Mhm.
and busted.
Mhm.
I thought that was cool. It kind of showed,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it's a little more realistic because if that was really what was going to happen, that's what you would see.
right,
If it was slowed down,
right.
yeah, you'd see
Yeah.
that.
Maybe not to that
Shockwave.
degree, but
Yeah.
it would look similar to that.
Yeah.
In an interview, the Wachowskis revealed that they would both take the blue pill if given Neo's choice.
Oh, really?
Neo's passport actually expires on 9/11/2001 when the Twin Towers came down. The pistol that the agents use is a variation of the Desert Eagle, This was a deliberate choice since the Desert Eagle is seen as mostly novelty gun because of the massive 50 caliber. The recoil is nearly impossible to control even with two hands.
Oh, them things have so much recoil.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
You can watch that when they're shooting it. Especially, like, because it explains why they never hit Neo with it.
Well,
Yeah.
Because, like, the recoil on them is ridiculous.
Well, here's the thing: the recoil is nearly impossible to control with two hands, right? Even with two hands. So making this pistol really unrealistic. However, the agents use the weapon with one hand, emphasizing their inhuman qualities.
Yeah.
You know, you see no recoil. They
Yeah.
use one hand, they shoot, and their hand hardly moves. So that's just kind of emphasizing how they're not human. Other actors that were considered for Neo. We talked about Will Smith, but there was also Johnny Depp, who was the first choice by the Wachowski brothers, sisters, whatever you want to call. Val Kilmer, Brad Pitt, Ewan McGregor, John Cusack, Leonardo DiCaprio, David Duchovny, Nicolas Cage, Mark Wahlberg, David Schwimmer, who was actually the front runner at one point, and Tom Cruise. Mm-hmm.
It'd be a different movie.
Yeah.
But I could almost see it. He'd be a much bigger household name today.
Oh, absolutely.
Who else was there?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise? I couldn't do it. Not with Tom.
No.
It would be too much of a. Then it would just be a Tom Cruise movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mission
Oh, yeah.
Impossible
Yeah.
with,
Who else was there?
That was it. After Tom Cruise, that was it.
No, I mean, like, who else was there?
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Let's just go down the list and say yes or no.
Okay. Will Smith, we already talked about. Johnny Depp. That was the first choice for the Wachowski.
No.
Val Kilmer.
No.
Back in '99, no.
I couldn't see Kilmer doing
Brad Pitt.
No.
No.
Ewan McGregor.
No.
No.
Wait, who was it? Ewan
McGregor.
I think
I
I'd
couldn't
almost
see
be
it.
okay with him. No, you don't think so?
I don't.
Nope.
Maybe not. I guess. I don't
John
know.
Cusack.
Fuck no. No.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
No, not
No.
DiCaprio.
He's not much of an action movie kind of guy. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I guess that's true, but
he's very. I mean, he can really delve himself into a character, so he might be able to pull it off.
He's a
but
great actor, but for something like
I
this,
don't think he would be able to pull this one off.
Well, it's not even that. I just don't think that he would. This role doesn't require a lot of great acting.
out of all these names, I really think David Schwimmer is the closest, but we'll just keep going here. David Duchovny.
David Duchovny is.
X-Files.
No, I couldn't see that.
I could.
You could
not
see
at
that?
all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I almost could.
Nicolas Cage. Love the man. No.
Fuck no.
Mark Wahlberg. No.
No.
Too big. He's not.
He wasn't
he's
then,
not the right, but he's not the right age.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not. He's not. Like, okay, you know, Neo's in a club with a bunch of young people, and like, not that Mark Wahlberg is uber old or anything, but like
back then he was fairly young yet.
Yeah, but
he was.
he doesn't look like the kind of
I
guy
bet he's the
gonna
same
be in that.
age.
You know, but
if
I'm saying
not
like he
younger
didn't
than
look
Keanu
like the kind of
Reeves.
guy that would be in a club like that. He didn't look like a hacker. He didn't
That's
look.
true,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He didn't
you
look.
gotta
He's
have
too
somebody
buff for
with
that, I
little bit
guess.
Yeah,
of
he
Yeah.
didn't
look
look
to it.
like that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mark.
He didn't have that
Mark's
look.
always got this tough guy persona. To
Yeah,
him,
he
so
didn't. He didn't look like
I
that
don't
guy.
think- I don't think he could pull off.
He's too buff to be a hacker.
Yeah, he
the
didn't look like
geekish,
that. He
yeah.
didn't look like that guy. David Schwimmer, I think would. You know, he probably could
I
have
think
done
he
it.
probably.
I don't know about his acting chops too much though, because I've never
Well,
watched.
the thing about
Friends.
David Schwimmer is like, okay, I can get behind that, but he doesn't pull any star power behind him like Keanu Reeves did.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves did Speed. He
Mhm.
did
Speed,
fucking
Point Break.
I mean, yeah, Point Break. I mean, he was in a lot. He was in some blockbusters.
Mhm.
yeah.
David Schwimmer was in Friends.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying.
So-
I don't know about his acting chops because I never
Bill and
watched
Ted.
Friends or anything like that, so I don't know. I'm just saying, like he had the look. So out of all the
Yeah,
people on this,
I mean, if he would have done a
list,
great job, then yeah, by all means,
Sure.
then yeah, okay, you know. And you say he was in the lead.
he was the front runner at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that he would have been. It would have really put his name on the map. And,
Oh, for sure.
And he would be doing more today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other actors that were considered for Morpheus: Gary Oldman. That would have been a great choice. Gary
Yeah,
Oldman
yeah.
can be anybody.
That's
He
Yeah.
could be you
I
right
say
now,
you
and
could-
you'd never know.
Say you could put Gary Oldman in anything, he would do a great
Yeah.
job.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh,
He's so
no.
over the top.
No.
He's very over the top.
Yeah, I don't-
There'd be
I
a lot
don't
of motherfuckers in that.
Yeah, there would be.
Val Kilmer again.
No,
No.
But that was only if Will Smith had picked or had
Neo.
chosen to be Neo.
I don't like that.
They were gonna
I don't like that
Will
combo.
Smith and then
It wouldn't have been any. It wouldn't have felt the
Yeah.
same at all.
I'm just telling you that's what the studio
Yeah.
had in mind. Russell Crowe
as Morpheus.
Okay, maybe.
as Morpheus.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Russell Crowe. Maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
see
I could
Russell
kinda
doing
see it.
He
something
could
like
play a
that.
father figure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
Uh,
Superman's dad.
yeah.
Chow Yun Fat.
Wait, who was this? I don't know who this is.
I don't know.
I know this fucking name.
I know that
yeah.
name too. Morgan Freeman. I could see that too.
Yeah,
He's
just,
a little bit more reserved.
I was
than
gonna say he
think.
wouldn't be able to pull off the fight sequences though.
That's true.
So
Denzel Washington and Anthony Hopkins.
I couldn't. I
I can't see either one of them.
I can't see. And definitely, yeah.
Oh, and Robert De Niro.
no,
Yeah, I could.
I
see
can't. I
him.
can't see any of those, man. I just think Lauren.
Chow Yun Fat. Fuck. Movies he's from.
I've never heard of that movie.
No, actor. Piece of
No,
shit.
you said fuck. I never heard of that movie.
Bulletproof Monk. He's the monk dude.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah,
That
yeah.
guy,
And lastly, the other actors that were considered for Trinity. I'm not sure how you say this name. I never am. I look it up every time and then I forget again. Gillian or Gillian Anderson?
Gillian
X-Files?
Anderson.
Gillian.
Yeah,
Sandra Bullock.
I could
J-
get behind both of those.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Jada Pinkett Smith. Nope.
No. She was Morpheus.
She does. Yeah, she does play Morpheus's love interest in 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And she's
Mhm.
also
yeah.
in the fourth
It said
one.
that she went on. I can't see her as
Um,
Trinity though.
No.
I can't.
not
I
Trinity.
couldn't see. She's got too much of a attitude on her face.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Trinity. I mean, Trinity. She has.
She does,
a
but
little
she's
bit of
also got.
attitude,
She can also look endearing
yeah,
and sweet
so,
too.
sorrowish.
She
Yeah.
has a soft side that
Yes.
Whereas
you
Jada
don't see
Pinkett
on
doesn't.
Jada,
And
yeah.
she's a cunt anyway.
yeah,
Fuck
no
her.
shit. Jennifer Beals.
Jennifer Beal. Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
it. I could see it.
Jennifer Connelly. I
See,
can see that.
the thing about Jennifer Beal is she's got too much of a face. She's got, I don't know how to.
Too much of a face.
Well, she's got too much of a, like, prettier. She's too pretty.
Oh,
Whereas, like, Carrie Ann Moss had more of a homely look. And I got behind that because she looked like she could have been a hacker. Whereas
Yeah.
Jessica Biel looks like, okay, before this you weren't a hacker.
I don't
you
believe
were
you.
you
I
were
don't
a
believe- I
fucking
don't-
actress.
yeah,
You know
I
what
don't,
I mean?
I don't
Like,
believe that. Kind of like the Carrie remake. Like I'm supposed to believe that
Chloe Grace
nobody,
Moretz.
nobody finds her attractive.
who?
I'm supposed to believe that nobody finds Chloe Grace
Yeah,
Moretz
right,
attractive.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't get behind that one.
Yeah.
Jennifer Connelly. I could see
Yeah,
that.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei.
Who is this?
She's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
She's gorgeous, but I can't really see her as like an action-y.
Not even
kinda,
just
you
action,
know?
but like, could you see her as an hacker?
No. Now
Yeah.
that I think
So-
about it,
'cause
no.
that's what you gotta
the
understand is, like,
aspect of it, is the
Before
hacking.
they were this, they were hackers. All
Yeah.
these people were hackers.
That's
Yes.
true. Halle Berry. I could
So-so,
kind of see that a little
kinda.
bit. Yeah, she's done a
She's
hacker.
got-
She's played
well,
hackers before, and she's done ugly before, so she could pull off a little more homelier look if she needed
That's
to.
true. She was in Swordfish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I couldn't get behind that one though. Not so much.
I could kind
No.
of see it. Jennifer Lopez. Nope,
No.
not at
No,
all.
no fucking way.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina
She's
Jolie.
played. Yeah, she's
She's
played
played
a hacker
hackers,
before.
No,
but
because
not-
she's got
not
too
in
much
this
of
movie.
that resting bitch face going on, and I just and them big ass lips, and I can't do it.
Drew Barrymore. No,
No,
I
I
don't
just
think
don't
so.
like her face. Period.
God,
I don't like the woman, man. I just don't fucking like her.
I like her.
I can't
Kate
stand her.
Hudson.
Yeah,
She's too
maybe.
pretty.
Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
Well, she's that pretty.
She's Goldie Hawn's daughter.
I don't
She's
give a
gorgeous.
fuck. Goldie Hawn isn't that pretty.
Shut up. Uma Thurman. No.
No, actually, I could get behind that.
Uma.
She's not that pretty.
No, I'm not thinking about pretty. I just can't see her as
Oh, for
Trinity.
sure,
I just
dude.
Don't...
The problem is that she's so much taller than Keanu Reeves.
that might be a problem. Ming Na Wen.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Michelle Yao.
That name sounds familiar, but I don't care.
Winona Ryder.
No,
Lucy Liu.
Just hit my mic.
maybe.
Courtney Cox. Heather
No.
Graham.
No,
Elizabeth Hurley. This one threw me for a loop.
no.
Mariska Hargitay.
Who's that one? Who's that?
SVU. Law and Order.
Every time I hear
Is she
this, I think of
she's
Love
a
Guru.
brunette lady? She's brunette?
Yeah, she's the main girl
Yeah,
in
the main
SVU.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley Judd, and here's
Yeah.
one for you, Janet fucking Jackson. Like,
Janet
did they just throw
Jackson.
everybody that was in Hollywood at this role?
Yeah,
Right,
like, just
dude.
see
during
who
that
sticks.
time, the high
Janet
days,
Jackson would not take
No.
this role. She
No.
couldn't do it
She
seriously.
couldn't,
No.
She's not a good actress at
No,
all.
she's not. I feel like they just were like,
Even in Nutty Professor
just
2, I was
big
like,
names
nah.
that were out.
yeah, they were
around
just
that
like, who
time.
could play Trinity? Just throw them all at this.
Yeah.
Thank God Carrie Ann
Let's
Moss
just
got
throw
it.
the fucking script in the air, and whoever catches it gets a chance.
Yeah, thank God Carrie Ann Moss got it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann
That's
Moss
it for
is a good-
trivia. She's
Except for
good.
trivia,
She
huh?
did really good.
So-
She's very good.
I will say the options, the good options for Trinity definitely outweigh the good options for Neo.
Yeah.
Well, that's because there was 30,000 of them.
That's true, but there were some good options in there. Whereas for Neo, you're like, I can't get behind any
Well,
of
yeah,
those.
when you have 30 over here and 10 over here, you're bound to have more
That's
good
true.
options.
So I guess we'll go into Alec coming in.
Yeah, so next week Alec will be our guest.
First guest.
First guest.
Aside from the time Madison was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madison was here for Hocus Pocus. So Alec lives in
Chicago, Indiana.
Chicago, Indiana.
he lives in Illinois. So he will be joining us Zoom. Have to
I
do
think we're gonna
Zoom.
use Zoom. Yeah. He's gonna Zoom call us because obviously he's not gonna drive all the way over here to do
No,
a
I don't
2-hour
imagine.
episode with us.
Yeah, I don't
So,
imagine he's gonna do that.
How are we going to do it? Like, we're going to set up a laptop right here and like have him facing the camera.
I
Or,
think we're just
mean,
gonna have him on the thing, and we'll go from there. I'll get it all set up. And
Joseph's
stuff.
the tech guy. He's gonna
Yeah.
figure
I'll
it
get it all
out.
set up and hooked up. This will be a first for me. This will be something new. So
Yeah.
hopefully it goes well.
Yeah.
And I'll have to run some trial runs, but Alec is really, really looking forward to being on with us, and we're
Mhm.
excited to have him because
Absolutely.
Yeah.
he's the one who definitely endorses us the most. He's listened to every episode. He's texting us all the time and messaging us and telling us great show and telling us how he can't wait for the next one and things like this. And because he's originally from Ohio, so he moved to Chicago some years back, and he's always kept up with us, and we really appreciate his support. And that's why he will be our first guest on the show.
Mhm.
And from here on out, we will try to do one guest a month and let them pick the movie they want to do. And for Alec, he wants to do
Clerks 2.
Clerks 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sweet.
next
I'd get
week,
behind that.
we'll be talking about Clerks 2 with Alec, and I'm sure he's really excited to get on with us, and we're excited to have him on
Absolutely.
because I think that if anybody deserves to be our first guest, it's definitely him.
Yeah,
So because he's shown us the most support.
for sure.
Yeah. So
100%.
So I guess we'll go into the outro. So thanks for joining us on tonight's show. Show us some support on our social media and let us know how we do. And
yeah, get on our Facebook, join our group, check out our Twitter. We're not super active on Twitter, but we try to be. We'll be
I
trying
just
to get
started
some.
a new job, so I've not been very active at all. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. So I'm sorry about that.
I
but-
try to be active on the stuff, but honestly, it's I work a lot too, and I've got kids, so.
yeah,
But if you know anybody, tell your friends about us. Share our stuff. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube, and get on and rate us on Spotify and things like that. All that stuff really helps. We love to see comments, and if you guys ever want to contact us, hit us up in the comments and things like that. So do
Yeah.
that.
please do let us
Yeah.
know how we're doing. You
Tell
know,
us how much we suck if we suck.
Yeah,
You know,
we can always work on things.
Mhm.
We just need to know.
Yep.
if there's a problem, we'll fix it.
Yep.
Yo, if there's a problem, we'll solve it.
I'm Eric. That's Karen. That's Joseph. We'll
Yeah.
see you later. Bye.
Peace.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Nope.
That didn't do anything.
Do it again.